Yeah, because
I came
we're
back at a
all just
perfect time.
frozen with our heads down, like looking at our phones. You're like,
I have really good timing. I came back just as you guys said we're live. Having a
also,
bit of technical difficulties.
Yes.
also, I Sarah, your handle for this evening. Lethe will fuck your dad.
Me and Sarah have already talked about this. Right, we're gonna go right into it. No more further delays, please.
How do I change my name? You've got me curious now. I'll rename there.
Right. Welcome everyone to Tales of Yggdrasil. We apologize for the slight delay there. It has been a moment for sure. But we are at session 5, guys.
Woo!
Fuck me, where's the time gone? But we're at session 5 currently, and this should be an interesting session for sure. All right. First of all, announcement. Big announcement. Obviously, the fundraising went well. We hit the goal. It is gone. People are sad. People are mixed feelings. Some people actually don't mind it. I guess you could say it's growing on them.
I'm already used to it. Is that weird?
I was just about to say, like, it isn't growing on you. But that was my sarcastic ass coming
There's
out,
things
and I just
growing
didn't
on
want to
us?
do that.
Oh god, this thing's growing on us. I'm scared.
So, with that being said, there could be some possible future charity live streams. So keep an eye out for that. I'm still in the process of figuring out merchandise. But we will go from there. Other than that, I have no further announcements. Sarah, any announcements on your end for your Society 6 and your other stuff?
Yes, I have 2 announcements. Neither of them are related to Society 6 because the weather has been shit up until the past week and I haven't been able to go outside. Moving on. First, if you watch Humblewood or are interested in watching Humblewood, our Humblewood Heroes of Humble Origin has now been updated on our YouTube. So they all have the proper title now, the full Heroes of Humble Origin on all of the sessions.
Nice.
They're all in the proper playlist, and we are now streaming those on Twitch on every other Monday. We got it to work. It flowed really well. And Monday's video is already up on YouTube. The second announcement is actually related to a Spotify. So those who know about Gem Kingdom Chronicles know that we've already added a Gem Kingdom Chronicles character playlists where the different characters in that game have their own playlist, whether it gives the creator of that character vibes or whether it's just like hints to their backstory or whatever it is. We've decided to extend that out to some of our other D&D games that we're playing, this being one of them. One of the character playlists is made. The rest of them will happen. This is brand new. We're still working on it. It's still being built. But if you keep an eye on it, I've added it to my link tree, which I think Mitch usually throws into the chat.
As this is a new PC, I do not have that note anymore. So if you could send me your link tree, that'd be great.
I will do that. So the Spotify has a folder which is other sessions, and then you'll see Tales of Yggdrasil. And if you happen to like some of these characters and want to jam out with them, you are welcome to do so.
I will warn you that I will eventually get around to doing that. I'm just going to make a list of the songs that I want to add to the playlist because you'll come to realize that Rin's music taste is very depressing, very mixed. Rin's music taste is my music taste.
Mate, I was this close away from putting the Doom soundtrack as the DM playlist just to fuck with you all.
Jesus Christ.
Right, I'm gonna make a Google document for um,
Cause of nothing,
the
though.
purpose
Oh,
of
muted Tyler.
links. So
Oh, what are you doing? Behave.
I shared my link tree with you.
yes, thank you. Right. Bear with us while we sort that out, folks.
I also just had a slice of cake delivered to me, so I'm very happy.
How to get into Leafy's heart? Wine and cake.
Oh my god.
Leave
Sorry.
Sarah's because
Both?
You just reminded me of fucking Urza from Fairy Tale, but that's a very obscure reference that I don't think many people would get, so it's fine.
I love fairy tale. Oh,
I love you even more. Oh my god.
were you about to make an Erza joke?
Yes, I
I'm
was.
so happy. Just the point of Erza and her desserts that I feel that on a spiritual level.
Yes, the cake incident.
Yes, the cake incident.
Why
Oh
was it
god.
always Gray?
Nice strong
Gray has
day.
Gray is allergic to wearing shirts, and his elbows are magnetically attracted to any dessert.
My favorite, sorry, quick interjection. My favorite character from Fairy Tale is Gajil. He is my boy. I love him so much.
Yes, I love my boy. He's like
Gajil.
he's just the
Boy,
best.
I love the trash boy very much.
Oh yeah,
I'm the same as
Buddy are
Junkrat.
just like adorable. It's like I was like if some of them because people watch it now like oh they're such a cute couple oh they're hinting at a baby and I'm like I remember how this relationship started.
Yep.
Yeah.
He beat the shit out of her and pinned her to a tree.
He
Because
could
they were two
not.
best
He
friends.
couldn't have apologized anymore if he could, though.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing he could have done at the time to apologize. He just let them beat the shit out of him.
Plus, Panther.
Yes,
Like,
Panther is like
love
he
that
he
tiny
was
cat.
so bummed he couldn't get a he was the only dragon. He was the only dragon rider, dragon slayer who didn't have a cat. And then Panda appeared. He's just like, oh,
All right. Without
It's huge and beats the shit out of everyone, and he's like, "Yes, you're mine now." What?
yes,
Right.
you're
right.
However,
Without further ado, and also
about it later.
stream, we are down a player because Chris is not feeling well. Her medication is kicking her ass, and we are sending her all the loves.
are
and
you
all
going to
the
be
recoveries.
controlling Amaris for today?
I will find a way to deal with it because oh fuck me sideways with a cactus.
usual.
That was not an offer. Don't even go there.
Usual DM practice is to have them be cardboard and be present, and just kind of like.
I don't like NPCing characters, me personally. So Amaris will probably actually like not be feeling well and not come to dinner. So
Okay.
we're gonna run
like
with that.
exploring her old stomping grounds in private.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
that's
that's
fair
Like,
enough.
her trauma somewhere else, something like.
Yeah. So okay, without further ado, let us dive in to Tales of Yggdrasil. So where we last left off, the party has made it to the brewery and met the lovely Dot, in which they all got some of them got samples of new ale that they've been brewing. Dot and Lethe were flirting relentlessly, and it was fucking like it was the bisexual energy that the stream needed.
I'm gonna tap that. We'll get there. It's fine.
So, and then upon saying the passphrase inside the brewery, they are led to the back and they found the entrance to the hidden resistance in Asgard, in which they were given a job by a man of unknown origins, a man of unknown identity, who they did not trust whatsoever, which is understandable. In that, they were teleported to a house outside of Vanaheim proper, and they made their way into the Great Branch itself. And it was the Day of Light, and which is a celebrated festival in Vanaheim where the markets are open. There are stalls and eateries just everywhere, and everything is for free. Which confused near enough everyone. And they made it into the palace, in which they were tasked to deliver a letter from your employer, quotation marks, to the High Princess of Vanaheim, Fridigerin. You deliver the note, and then you were cordially invited to dinner. And we will start off in that you are all in your private own private quarters, getting ready for dinner. And we will do very quick fire RP before dinner. And I'm going to go on my screen. So first up is Leafy. What are you going to do before dinner?
I'm a make me some Viking braids.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm gonna utilize some of the tools that I have and dress it up.
Very nice. Very nice. Roll me a proficiency check.
For the
Roll a d20 and add your proficiency modifier.
Really? I was tracking.
Yep. Just to see how well it goes.
12 if it's just proficiency, but it wouldn't be Arcana.
No, it wouldn't be Arcana. Actually, considering your lineage and considering your past profession, roll it with advantage.
Okay, I'm gonna just also message you real quick.
Mm-hmm. Also, Bragg is away. He had to restart his PC, so he'll be back with us as soon as he can.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's 16.
16? Okay. You managed to pull off the braids um, as well as you managed to not only like have your braids in, but you managed to style them around the sort of like the crown of your head in traditional Vanaheim fashion that you quickly glanced around as you were in the Great Branch. So you are a cultured individual, as it were. Okay. Is there anything that else that you wish to do?
Is this like from the vibe I was getting? Is it masquerade-esque or what are we talking here?
It's not masquerade-esque, but as it is with the High Princess, it is quite formal.
All right. I'll make sure I'm formal weared it up.
Bear with me, guys.
And then I will crack down some wine.
Okay,
the
then.
dog.
There is a decanter of wine, all in your rooms, if you wish to chill out before dinner. But it's a small decanter because the princess doesn't want you flischnickered before dinner.
Oh yeah, no, I'll just like pour myself a glass and bring it with me as I head down the stairs.
Okay, dokie. Next up is Rin. What are you doing before, in your room before dinner?
You said it's a very formal dinner,
Yeah.
yeah? Rin is gonna get up. Is it mirrors?
There are mirrors, yeah. There's like a vanity table.
He's gonna wake up, stretch, and just look in the mirror, lift his gum up and just lick his teeth, look at his hair. Yeah, it's fine. It's just in his robe, in his clothes and his robe. Nothing fancy. And just head down.
What's your passive perception?
16.
Next to the vanity table, you see a wardrobe.
Ooh. Okay. What am I? Stupid question, but what am I seeing in the wardrobe?
Are you opening the wardrobe?
Yes, yeah.
You see Narnia. No, I'm kidding.
Gone, bye.
So in there, you see formal Vanaheim attire.
What color is it?
It's green and gold.
Yeah. He'll just keep his
But-
like. Go
But
on.
it's a menagerie of like full out robes, very it kind of goes in the scale like there's either full out or there's very subtle or there's that somewhere in between.
He'll take off his just. What color did I say his robe was? His robe is now purple. He'll take off his purple robe
Mm-hmm.
and just lay it across the bed. And because of the formal situation, the thing is with Rin, he's never been in formal situations, so he doesn't know. And even like looking around, his passive perception, yeah, is quite high. So he's looking around, and he's like, fine. And he'll take one of the formal Vanaheim robes and just wear that and like kind of just tie it up over his own clothes, just so he looks okay. And he will, I suppose, make his hair look presentable, not just deadhead.
Okay then. Yep. So you kind of tidy up your hair a little bit, kind of like streak it, part it back, to make sure it's not frazzled and tangled with your horns. And yeah, you pull it off. You look formal enough for the dinner. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or are you going to head down?
He's gonna sniff the wine and go, "Ugh," and just head down.
It's like when you take that first sniff, or that first sip of wine, and you do that.
Ugh, yeah.
Okay. In that case, we will move over to Rune. Rune and Onyx, you are in your room. You have a very nice. What I'm about to describe is in everyone's rooms a very nice double canopy bed. Very nice vanity table, wardrobe, and a small like portable wash basin. Um, Rune, what would you like to do before dinner?
Oh, Onyx, look at this. Like, I could get used to this there, eh? Maybe a little. Probably that's up. He's gonna sort of like pet Onyx and then sort of encourage Onyx to jump on the bed. And Onyx will sort of like roll around, getting used to the place. And he's gonna look around too and just see what's in the room besides the bed and the wash basin.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a typical like, oh, I've entered the hotel room. What do I have? What's going on here?
Tea and coffee making facilities. So, yep. You venture around, seeing the wash basin, the vanity, everything, and it all looks pretty damn swank.
A guy could get used to this there. As far as clothing goes, I'm assuming there are clothes in the
In the wardrobe,
in the wardrobe.
there are indeed.
So yeah, Rune's just gonna get like completely naked except for like his waist clothes, and then he's gonna sort of like freshen up, like shave, and then I think he has like a little bit of what does he have in his thing here? Oh geez. So he'll light a few tinder twigs. What are they called?
Mhm.
Tinder sticks. And he'll light some candles just to get like an ambiance in the room.
Okay.
And he's gonna find sort of like a vest or something that shows off his arms. And he's gonna find breeches or like pants that best fit him, but also show off his best qualities. And then he'll put on like his useful stuff, like his belt and his sheath for the scimitars and stuff. Were we told not to bring weapons to dinner?
I would say because you were cordially invited,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably best that you don't bring weapons.
Okay. He is going to tuck his scythes, his sickles, in behind his like belt, so they're underneath the shirt in the event that something goes awry.
Okay, okay.
He will leave the scimitars and he will leave the longbow and quiver in the room.
Mm-hmm.
He'll put a couple daggers in his socks too.
Okay. So as I explained, in Ren's rune, in the wardrobe, there's different various attire. There's the all out, or there's the very subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going for something like that, like a double sash just across the chest, where it's just like bare chest and bare arms, or you're going something like a little bit more modest?
Modest is probably not what he would go for, because as an athlete, people recognize him for his, his physical abilities. But he doesn't want to just walk in with his wang hanging out. So I would say like it's a vest. So like his nipples are covered, his belly button's covered, his arms and like part of his chest are showing. Got a little side boob action. And then he's trying to look refined but slutty in a way that like people will know not to fuck with him, but also will want to fuck with him.
So Greek, basically.
Yeah, but like, his target audience is adults, not children.
He wants to look, he wants to look approachable, but not asking for it.
Yeah.
I mean,
fair enough.
desperate, we'll say.
Like
Approachable, but not desperate.
the pants he chooses are tight but not restrictive, so that he can still move in them, and like it shows off his assets, but doesn't stop him from being able to like whoop ass. And then he's wearing boots with like wrap up
Okay.
ribbons or whatever, so that he can successfully hide the daggers when he needs them.
Okay, then. All right then. Is that everything for you?
Actually, no. He will take some fancy cloth, whether it's a scarf or something, and wrap it around Onyx and tie it in a bow the way that his, younger siblings would do.
Are you giving Onyx a bandana collar? Pretty much.
Sure. Yeah. It's like whatever the fanciest green and gold fabric that I have that could fit around his neck.
You know what? I'm here for it.
Yeah. He's gotta look fancy too.
Okie dokie then. Alrighty. So, and that's it. And that's it for you, Rune.
You betcha, sure.
Cool. Bruno, what are you doing before dinner?
Bruno, probably I don't know how much time are they being given to prepare?
You've been given about 45 minutes to prepare.
Okay, so like the first 15 minutes, he just kind of chills. He gets down, he meditates. That we can say that's when the exhaustion kind of like works. Kind of like finally, kind of like he's meditating and he sits up in that one spot that's just been bugging him in his back all day. Just goes like it's the weight is lifted.
Yeah. Okay then. Remind me. Last session, did I say that you have that point of exhaustion still removed, or removed, or? I
believe you said that after the session ended, they would be given time to rest at some point in this next bit. I don't know if this is the point in time where they get to rest and he gets to remove that, or
yeah. I just wanted to be reminded. Yes. With your 15 minutes of meditation, your point of exhaustion is now gone.
Huzzah! So afterwards, he will take a quick time to like he has crust at this point, crusty ass war paint on. He'll wash that off, whore's bath essentially with the washcloth. Make himself like presentable. He'll I moved my hair. He's bald. He's as bald as our DM at the moment. But he'll
hold on one moment here for that comment. You take 6 points of psychic damage.
I thought too hard. Oh, there's no hair. His lack of hair is like he goes to fix his hair. Is like, I really was tired. He has that moment. He's fix my hair before I go out there. He realizes
he goes to fix his head and go, why do I feel I shouldn't do this?
He's like, wait a minute, I don't have hair. I really was tired.
You don't take the damage. That was just me being shit.
I know. Afterwards, he will strip and kind of set his normal clothes and his spooky cloak, his spooky robe aside, and he will find some. Probably the best to describe it is a series of not an actual bed sheet, but a long bed sheet style cloth that they may have around, and sort of make a skirt. And he'll take those lovely wrappings that he bought earlier, or he was gifted earlier, and he'll sort of make a very official looking as formal as he can get it to look. He's also 7.5, 8 feet tall, and these are very dainty cloth. This is very dainty cloth made by elves. He's just I'm doing what I can to look nice and not rip everything. And it
does Bruno not look in the wardrobe?
He'll look in there to see if there's are there actual pants that will actually fit my gargantuan self?
You look in. All of the clothes in there are Goliath size.
Suspicious face. He looks back at the door as if he's going to see someone there. He will take a regular pair of pants, just some like something thin that he can still like he'll like test to make sure he can still move his legs to full fighting usefulness, and he'll
Mhm.
still have the like. So it's kind of like be more covering his midsection and his about his mid thigh, and a different sort of a. And that'll be where the gold comes in. Pants will be green. That'll be where like the more real or goldness, and then the weapons he had before, which will leave his tattoos more exposed. I put for the group. I put the example of his left arm, which I couldn't find quite the style I wanted because I wanted it more of a monastic sort of very old looking style, but it is very clearly to those in the knowledge of the gods, very clear a depiction of Fenrir on his arm and is sort of wreathed in flames. His right arm has uh essentially it looks like there are essentially different colored lines. Starting here, there essentially is a tree. It looks like it would be like the so the symbol we have for Yggdrasil, about the each of like the crowning branches going up his arm, kind of like a I have like those thorn tattoos, but they're like the roots, and those split off into different colors representing the different elements. Whereas there's the other ones upside down, sort of wrap around and sort of interweave into his hand that are a very striking, odd silver, very definite silver in color.
I'm sorry, but Brian, what the fuck?
What have you done?
All I saw at first was, is this appropriate? And the picture took a while to load and I was confused. So I started typing and all I see now is codpiece.
I really was trying to like interrupt you, I'm sorry.
All I have to say after seeing that is just basically be a man.
Such as the coursing river over here, bud. Moving
19.
on from Senior
Shit.
Codpiece, and on his back, which is the first like, because normally he has like wrappings that sort of go over across his chest and stuff, but because these are a little bit thinner, the group party will actually be able to see a tattoo that is across his back, which is a massive raven with a series of triangles and circles around it, with the main triangle peeking out just at the base of his neck and his skull, sort of like simply like it's pointing into his head, and that sort of wraps around to like it looks like he has like it's hard to tell if they're actual claw marks down his neck going like this, or if they're part of the tattoo because
Okay.
of how pale his skin is. It could either be, old scars or tattoo or both. He may have had them tattooed over. But
Okay. So that's your attire done and your chilling session. Is there anything else that you'd like to do? Or would that be
he will take up his new fancy mask and put it on before he departs
okay?
for the partay when it is time to do so.
Alrighty then. Last and certainly not least, Bradford.
Hey.
What would you like to do before dinner?
Well, it's a formal dinner, if I understand correctly. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
His formal dinner attire does mean he brings his axe along with him. To not bring his axe to him feels as though it is a lack of respect. So he will be carrying his main axe that he's been freshly polishing and adding kind of new engravings on both the wood and the blade itself.
Okay.
The other axe that he bought, the odd one, he kind of looks at it and contemplates for a moment if he wants to bring it before ultimately adding one more rune to it right under the the anger rune. He adds a rune that is called. No, yeah. Let's add. He adds the light rune right under his anger rune.
Okay.
And after doing so, what he decides to adorn, he doesn't really know what to wear. He kind of just has his armor on him, so he's just kind of looking around, trying to see if there's anything he can wear.
I mean, in the room, same thing. Double canopy bed, vanity mirror, wardrobe, a small desk with the wash basin on it.
Yeah, why not?
Um,
He'll check the wardrobe.
Check the wardrobe. Okay.
He'll check the wardrobe.
Similar gold and green attire, like varying from sheer level of going all out to just very simple wrappings, and everything in between. They're all dwarven size, so they'll all fit you.
He looks at it and thinks, and he's like, if I'm to wear this getup, there's no way in hell I'm not going to bring my axes. And he kind of looks to the back of like the shirt of it and is like, let's make a wee bit of an adjustment, as he pulls out a small knife and just cuts a square hole in it. And he pulls out kind of his holster for both the axes and places it in a way that it's like meshed perfectly with the shirt, having the holster of it sticking out. He puts it on slowly and like changes, so now he looks a little more formal. And he kind of just, each axe slides in. And then he looks to his pack and he sees the broken sword and he's like, hey, of course. And he places it straight down the middle, kind of like a little mini support, and he looks himself over and is like, probably should wash myself. taking a moment to smell himself. He's like, yeah, could use a bit of. So he starts to wash his face,
Yeah.
groom, all that.
At the moment, he goes away from the wardrobe. Bradford will catch himself in the vanity mirror, and he'll then like notice his face is grubby as shit, and that is at that moment like, should probably do something about that.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to wash his face and everything, and the kind of scraggly beard and messy hair. Just with the same knife, he just starts trimming it down a bit, making it more formal. So his beard went from like being more outwards to kind of slimming down. He braids it and then ties it up, so he's kind of got like a how would I say he looks right now? I forgot his hair color.
I believe you had him as a sort of dark brunette.
I believe so. Hair brown, yeah. So he's got brown hair, kind of. You can see little bits of gray mixed in as he braids it all together and ties it up. He combs back his hair, puts that in its own little kind of braid, keeps it all nice and neat and proper. And he looks himself over one more time in the vanity mirror and is like, hey, that should be enough. And he looks over to his axes and is just feeling each one. Right. Yeah. He just prepares himself mentally for the evening.
Okay then. As you're all done with your dinner preparations, you all head down rather simultaneously into the same throne room, and a very nice table is brought out. There are seats for each of you. There's definitely a there's a special seat designed for the weight of the Goliath, and as you come down, Frigorin comes in at the same time as you, and there are servants coming out holding decanters of either wine or mead or ale, and Before you is a feast of epic proportions. Everything you can think of, it's on here. It is immaculate. As you all come down into the throne room from your guest rooms, Ficklin notices, stands behind her chair, and you all stand behind your chairs. And she gives you all a gentle smile and a look and says, "Thank you for joining me. Oh, where's your Vania friend? And one of the guards pops up. She had to retire, my lady. She hasn't been home for quite a while. She wanted to go back in her old stomping grounds." And she goes, "Ah, no, of course, no. That's completely understandable. Thank you for letting me know." Right, as we all present, please take your seats. And I assume all of you take your seats.
Is anyone pulling out the chair for this fine woman?
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
For the most part, while there is certain amount, you notice that while there are certain amounts of tradition, Friggerin is. You can tell that she's the sort of woman that she allows traditional things, but ultimately, she can sit in her own goddamn seat.
Independent woman who don't need no man.
She can pull out her own chair. In that case, Rune will pull out Lethe's chair. And also, if she were present, Amaris, or is that her name? Amaris?
Mars, yes.
Yeah, Mars, yeah.
Hypothetically. So, yeah. Oh, here you go, miss.
Oh, why, my dear. Quite the flirt today.
Well, when you're in one of the prettiest damn cities in the realm, woman there.
Stacey will happily take a seat.
And then Rune will take a seat after all the women have seated, because he has manners. He was brought up by a fine mother.
You all take a seat then?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. As you all take a seat, Friggerin gives a very gentle but affirming, and she will get to all of you in person, asking for your drinks of choice. Leafy, yes.
Yes, that's me.
What is your drink of choice, my dear?
Oh, I'm not terribly picky, but I mean, if you have any red wine, I won't say no.
Immediately you said red wine. There's a servant with a decanter of red wine going.
Look at that.
Rin. Kieran, is it? Am I saying this right?
A Kirin or Rin, either one is fine.
Rin. That makes it so much easier. Thank you. Your drink of choice.
I'm gonna be an awkward fucker. Okay. Do you happen to have any mango and passion fruit juice? Yeah.
Server comes into decanter and gently pulls back. Does
Wait.
that answer your question?
Rin downs it. Nice.
As soon as you down it,
Wow. I'm done.
Rune. Or do you prefer the wildcat?
Oh, yeah, flatter me there. Whatever you're drinking is perfectly fine with me.
You get a very nice golden mead.
Mm.
And you your animal companion, what can them a bowl of water?
He'll look down at Onyx, and if you have any cream or milk, we wouldn't mind a
Um,
dash of that. But water is also fine.
a minute goes by, and Onyx has presented this very lovely bowl, like it's a mix between a bowl and a platter plate of fresh milk.
Mm.
Um, Bruno, Bruno, yes. What is your drink of choice?
Kind of looks around. Blackberry mead, please. Oh, let's take it.
And the servant goes back. I particularly like that one. It is one of my favorites.
I don't find blackberry mead very often, but it reminds me of home.
I'm sure it does. And Blagvadir, uh, or would you prefer Bragg?
Hmm. He kind of thinks for a moment, seeing how everyone else had like their options just like kind of like appearing there, and he's like, in his mind, he's thinking, should I test this? Is the first thing he thinks. So he thinks for a moment and is like, I'll need some mead, some ale, and an imported bottle from my homelands.
Two servants. And before you, which takes a little bit longer, is this rather old looking imported bottle from a distillery that you remember from home fondly. And it's brought to you with a cork, it's a cork stop, and it's brought before you.
He kind of just looks over to her and is like, you're not bad for an elf. But that, I know damn well, is very difficult to find.
Being a high princess has its perks.
I bet you the dwarf gave you a hard time to give you that, didn't
Not really when you know how to persuade them correctly.
he?
Can
You go,
go on. Sorry. I'll get to it when you're done.
oh, okay. Brad kind of smiles and he like reaches over for the bottle from his homelands and just lifts it up to his lips and takes the first sip, and it's just he's how to describe his joy from just tasting something familiar.
You are instantly hit with nostalgic feelings of home. Growing up, for you was pretty rough, and it reminds you of the times where those special occasions where you and your family had a bottle of this to share, and it was that it's like finding ambrosia. When you have it, you savor it, you love every second of it, and it brings you that nostalgia feeling of just home, happiness, and comfort.
He's overjoyed and just completely happy with the taste. And seeing that it's a rather fresh bottle, he kind of looks over to her again and is like, do you mind if I keep this?
By all means.
Thank you. It's been a while since I've had something like this. And he doesn't waste a single drop of it. He kind of takes the cork and corks it again and just kind of lets it sit there in front of him. But he'll drink the ale. He starts drinking the mead and just
Okay.
looks at everyone else. He's most likely just gonna have that bottle with him for a while.
Okay, so drinks are presented to you, and the princess simply says, "Please, everyone, dig in." And the night progresses. There's ambient music. There's candles. The ambience is so soothing. It's oh shit! I forgot Ty wanted to do something. I've
No,
just
no,
saw
no.
the message.
It's
No.
fine.
Go for it. Nope.
I was gonna ask if I could cast detect magic within the room on those decanters.
Sure. Sure. Why not? You're kind of like. Actually, I'm gonna ask you to make a sleight of hand check, so if you can see,
Ugh.
if you can cast this without being noticed.
What skill would was that? Just sleight of hand, is it?
Sleight of
Or...
hand, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. No. 9.
You start to cast, and what you think is being stealthy. The princess goes, I, I'm sorry. What are you doing there, Rin?
You just seem to have this. I am. You see Rin like start to um. You seem to have had those drinks with our commands on hand, and I just wanted to know if those decanters you had were enchanted to make a drink appear from our request, or if you just managed to they just happened to be there. You can see he's visibly shaking, like, oh god, oh no.
From where you're sitting, you are. Um, Bruno is between you and the princess, and the princess kind of leans over to get a little bit closer and looks at you. Calm down. It's fine. I get that all of this may seem strange, but let's say a mutual acquaintance of ours knows you a little bit more than you may think.
Makes sense. Okay.
Hi, insight check?
You want an insight check?
Yes, while she's distracted.
Okay, go for it.
So do I actually.
Okay, both of you make insight checks, and anyone else if you want to.
Dirty 20.
20?
30 is not a natural 20.
Yep.
Just to clarify, because I know our group has a lot of names for it.
Dirty 20 for Brune. Lethe?
17.
Okay. Both of you get the idea that she is definitely talking about
Mr. No Face.
Mr. No Face, as you would like to call him. She's definitely talking about that, about him, and she does. There's no malice behind it. This is a genuine extension of courtesy for bringing the message.
Okay.
Rune, on your dirty 20, you get that there was a slight. This is a slight buttering up, as it were.
Okay.
And apart from that,
Runa's been wined and dined by so many like affluent people that he's kind of recognizing this as like, okay, this isn't new to me.
Okay.
You betcha sure.
So you all chow down, and the meals are delicious. It has everything from the finest meats, vegetables, fruits, just an absolute smorgasbord of everything you like. And about an hour goes by, and you're all filled, stuffed to the brim. And even Frigaroon takes that moment to kind of lean back and go, well, I don't know about you, but that was delicious. Wouldn't you all agree?
Very much so.
The company makes it all better.
Rune's like sort of hand feeding Onyx some of the meat. And he's just gonna
Mhm.
smile. Oh, that was one of the best meals I've had in probably my adult life. But don't tell my ma. May she rest in peace.
I'll be sure not to give it the message, Ruin.
Certainly the most food I've eaten in a long while. I was trained to survive off of what I need.
Well, every now and then, even people of your inclination need to learn how to. Well, not need to learn. That's a bit rude on my part. Everyone needs to indulge every now and then.
Oh, I
Right,
fully
I mean-
agree.
What was that?
Lethe said she fully agrees. And at that, Frigorin kind of gives Lethe a very gentle smirk.
Bruno also kind of glances over and gives her a smirk. I should not admit to my indulgences in the past. That particular teaching is not one of our tenets. Either celibacy, which I would be in a lot of trouble for if it was.
Well, we are all beings of such impulse and propriety. I don't believe that strictly obeying tenets is the way to go. Plus, life is
What's
more.
life without a little sin?
Oh, Lethe, I couldn't agree more. Ah, right. And the dinner table clears, and there was a couple more decanters on the table, as well as decanters ready by the servants. And Frigorin kind of comes forward and goes, right. I apologize for not saying this earlier, but there is a matter that I wish to discuss with you. And she clicks, and every servant leaves. And once they go through the doors close, and you do hear the doors lock. Right. Now that we are alone, I'm sure that you are wondering the correspondence in which you were tasked to bring to me.
Did pique my interest, I will admit. Espionage is not one of my pastimes, but when enthralled in it, one can't help but be curious.
Oh, believe me, it's not one of my pastimes either. But situations are tense, and some discretion was needed. And and what better way to be discreet than in plain sight sometimes?
Our group certainly does stick out like a sore thumb.
I believe you are all aware of the kind of quiet. Okay, hold on.
I don't know if it's
Let-
just me.
Let me do a thing.
Do the thing.
Do the thing, you fuck!
Fucking
I'm
hell,
trying to do a
mate.
thing. Calm down.
Shit me up then, dick.
Loud noises!
Loud noises!
I quote that. Nobody gets it.
I do.
Okay, so it was just. Yeah, apparently my mic is on max, but anyway. I'll try to keep my. No, it's probably my actual volume. Um, I'm sure that you're all aware of the coming armistice that is happening between me and a certain bordering country.
Bruno's sort of passive smile sort of fades a little.
Lethe, what were you going to say?
We are aware of this.
It is very common knowledge that Asgard and Vanaheim are going through a very tense armistice after a 100-year war currently.
All right. I just want to
Right.
make sure that I'm not meta-acknowledging.
Yeah, no, it's all common knowledge.
Okay, that's good then, because I was a little bit zoned out there, and I
Be
snapped
tense.
back.
Shit be
You're
tense, yo.
Okay.
Yeah. She will. She will say, "Well, the terms of said armistice are not favourable, in my opinion.
They rarely are.
Especially when my mother is said to be betrothed to that boar-headed excuse of a man." My apologies.
Family, right?
Family indeed. And a lot of
Can't pick
other-
them.
No, and when people do choose them, they choose wrong. I intend to make sure that these terms do not last long. There's nothing I can do to stop them. However, there is something that we can do to make this armistice a living hell for the parties involved.
Are you talking about sabotage?
I'm not talking about sabotage. Are you talking about sabotage? I didn't hear sabotage mentioned.
All
It was
I've heard
kind-
thus far is political intrigue. With a little smirk on his face. Like, chaos? For me? I am a humble monk.
Thanks to the correspondence that you all have given me, my suspicions have been confirmed. But I want you all to know that you're all considered to be of note of this task that I will soon befall on you. Word has spread to Vanaheim about your deeds in Midgard, and for that we are grateful. Midgard is the centerpiece of the continent, and if chaos were to arise there, chaos or spreads unless it is nipped rather hastily, shall we say. So I will soon come to you with instructions. But I'm giving you this opportunity to say now, should you wish to have yourself outed of it due to any reason whatsoever, now is the time to speak. As you're gonna go around the table, looking at all of you.
We don't want to be what?
Basically, she's saying if you want out of this political sabotage, now's the time to say something.
Gotcha. Well, never been one to turn down intrigue.
I do have a concern. What effect will this kind of smirks at Lethe intrigue and the aftermath of such have on the people of Vanaheim?
Oh, Vanaheim's people will be dealt with by Vanaheim's royal family and council. I will let you know of your instructions when I figure out what's best for them.
So long as your interest is in the people.
Bagvadir, I'd say he probably pipes up and is like, I'll agree with the Jotnar, so long as it's for the people, and it's not for a cause of war, is all I ask.
My dears, we just came out of 100-year war. Do you think I would really want another year in it?
I've seen my fair share of people in my life. War has a certain feeling, whether it be 100 years or 1,000 years. For some, war is all they know, and for others, war is all they want.
And those people shall be singled out and dealt with respectfully. My interests are always in with the people.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Insight check.
Go for it.
I shall as well.
And
Yeah.
anyone else? Anyone else willing to insight check?
While they're insight checking, Rin will just say, I'll help, but as long as it's not for your own self gain.
Eh, eh, eh. 7. I'm just like this meat's pretty fucking good.
If that helps.
Sorry.
I doubled that number if that helps. I got a 14.
Okay. Did anyone else roll an insight? Bragg,
I did not roll an insight.
you
Oh.
can now if you wish.
I already
I thought I lost my dice for a second there. 1 second.
I already said
Plus
something,
5
so it's
inside.
fine.
Why you no save me?
Yeah, it wouldn't even be worth it. I rolled a 14.
To all of you, she seems pretty honest. She seems pretty honest in that she believes that this armistice will just lead to more conflict and the sabotage will be excruciatingly delicate, but in the long run, it will be in the people's best interest.
Ugh. Grunting noises.
So, who needs a firm conversation?
No one as of yet. But the mutual friend of ours may have some tasks for you and to help with future plans.
You certainly keep some interesting friends.
You have to when you're a person in high regard.
Your
Do you
friend.
know of him?
Bragg, what did you say? Sorry.
Oh, he asked. He kind of just looks. He looks at her and is like, "What do you know of him?" He did not really give us much information of himself, nor did he allow us to see his face. And I don't like trying to work under a man who's not willing to give some information.
Okay. All you need to know of him is that he does not mean any of you harm. He sees the potential in all of you that can help Midgard, and I see the potential in you to help the potential in you to help Vanaheim.
Hmm.
And Letha, what is it you said?
I just said, well, your friends certainly keep interesting friends as well. Third party bias, third party benefits.
Is a third party benefit just a hidden gem?
Quite lovely.
So, I will also pass this message on to your missing compatriot. But I am fairly certain that she will do what is best for Vanaheim. But at the same time, she will have the same option and same choice that you all do. So, as we are near enough making a business deal, there's only one way to seal a business deal.
Well, there's many ways to seal a business deal, but I'm sure you have a different thing in mind.
Keep it in your pants, Leafy.
I could interject for just one moment there.
As she's about to click. Yes, Rune?
I'm just concerned. Sorry, I got southern there for a second. I'm concerned that there's that of anything that would put my family in danger, because they live on the border of Midgard and Vanaheim, which I know are not enemies, but could potentially be a threatened area. I just want to make sure they're safe.
Remind me, your what was your family name again?
Oh, my last name's Runemaker.
Runemaker.
My dad's been making runic sigils for both Vanaheim and Midgard and other nations for as long as he's been.
Oh, of course, him.
Runemaker.
Well, I guess I should tell you all that my official name there is Isa Runecarver. Oh, sorry, Runecarver is the last name. I know my character. What are you talking about?
What was the first name? Sorry,
Isa
Issa.
Runecarver.
How do you spell that?
ISA.
I'm sorry, I honestly just assumed you went super Danish with this. Because my granddad's name was Anders Anderson, and that was completely normal.
Runecarver.
I was thinking
My name is
Rune Carver.
Carver.
Yeah.
Rune's been my nickname since I was a wee lad.
The princess will with you. Oh no, if you are worried about that, your family can take safe refuge in Vanaheim. I will make sure they are given free passes.
Oh, I'm sure they won't want to go through the trouble unless it's life or death for them. But I appreciate the offer. And let's try not to get it to that level there, if you don't mind.
Oh, well, that's the plan. The less bloodshed, the better. But should there be unexpected turmoil, your family will be safe.
Oh, I much appreciate it. I'm on board then.
Well, in that case, and a servant brings out this very, very fancy glass decanter of this brownish golden liquid and places it in the middle and fills the smaller glasses that you had with your dinner setup. And once they're filled up, she once the small little goblets are filled, she raises hers to business partners there.
To all future endeavors.
Yes, quite.
And Bruno kind of looks at it. He kind of looks at her. He feels like he knows, like she knows what his surname / title is, and he kind of smirks a little bit. To peace.
And with that, she'll stand up. Now, I must retire. Please stay in the guest rooms this evening, and you can make your way back home. What was that, Leafy? You kind of cut out there.
Mumbles. She just kind of sighs and goes, "Oh, shame."
Oh god, performance check.
If you can hear that in the background, that's my dogs.
Good, good.
One of my neighbors is walking down the street in the middle of the night, and for some reason they don't like him. I don't know why. He hasn't said
Dare he?
how dare
know-
he exist in our neighborhood. I don't know him. He's never said a crossword to me ever, but I think there's something about this smell. They just don't like him. I don't know.
So,
Just animals can sense this.
He smells funny.
so I take it you all retire back to your rooms.
Yard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will bid our host good night with a firm bow, and I will pull out Leafy's chair and help her out of it.
I'll ask I'll ask Lizzie if I could meet her in my room.
How intriguing.
Oh, you're quite popular today there.
Darling, have you seen me? I'm always popular.
Popularity has a price, dear.
You have no idea.
This is just a question I wanted to ask Lizzie, but I wanted to ask it in private, okay?
Of course, but she's going to be dramatic about it because it's Leafy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, Leafy was prepared to fuck a princess tonight, okay?
And so was Bruno, but he's just like, you know what? Nah.
Just went
That-
on going to bed. She's like, fuck.
He's like, well, fine.
Well, fine. Guess I'll be by my lonesome then. Huh.
What question is that? Bed?
So, Leafy, you are in Akiran's room as per request. What do you two discuss?
You had questions.
Or can I be honest about what's just gone on?
Certainly.
Something inside me doesn't trust her.
That's would be good instinct, yes.
She seemed very
Slippery.
guarded about the truth.
Very few people aren't.
But if she wanted our help, then why be so shady?
You don't get out much, do you?
Quite the contrary, actually. But yeah.
It's easier to get someone to do something for you if they don't know entirely why.
But that's what I'm saying. She knows why. She knows why she wants our help. Or is that not what you're not saying?
The fact that we don't know exactly what she wants means that she's more likely to get what she wants. Space politics, my dear.
Fine, I'll do it, but I complain about it the entire time. Bob's Burger reference there for you.
Yep. Look, it might not be ideal, but in the end, it could prove very useful to have someone of such a high standard owe us a favor later on.
I don't think she's going to be the kind of person that's going to repay a favor, but sure.
I can be very convincing, darling.
With your track record over the past few days, I believe it.
Everyone has secrets. It's just to know which ones you can deal with and those that you can't.
Just seems
nothing to
shady.
fret. There's nothing to fret here, Rim. There's plenty of others that work as cannon fodder. You can throw them in the line of fire.
This kind of shooter look as if to say, "You've done that before."
Lethe has seen some shit. Don't judge.
I ain't judging. I ain't judging. I'm just.
She's been through some shit.
He's just shocked at the cold response.
I mean, if you knew her whole story.
Mm,
No, that's fine. Okay, get out. I want to go sleep.
Fine. And by the way, Rin, I'm kidding. Everyone else will probably keep you safe. I think. We haven't known each other that long. And then she'll leave.
He just smiles as he takes off the robe and gets ready for bed.
Lethe, as you get back to your room, you find there on the bed in a very nice silk gown, Princess Fridigerin.
Oh,
Huh?
come on.
I rolled to see if she would. I rolled to see if the princess would, and I got a natural 20. Hence why my face was like, "Oh boy, Lethe was
Now-
the princess on a horny day."
Now, here's where that would have been so much more hilarious. She doesn't appear in anyone's room, but we get up the next morning, and she's in the bedroom of our missing druid. She's like, they both walk out casually, just like,
I
I'm sorry.
so hard.
And it's that type of silk gown, like it's the whole "I just murdered my husband" silk gown.
Oh my god, fucking yes. Okay.
So throws herself dramatically over a couch. Oh.
And Lethe has not put down a wine glass. She's been walking the halls with it.
And as you enter, she's laying there near enough, draw me like one of your French girls, just going, "Well, your words about living life with just a little bit of sin had me curious, so care to be
Well.
sinful?"
Well, this is quite a surprise. Oh, if I must. And I'll go like duck behind a wall for a minute and get into something more comfortable.
Yes.
Fade to fucking black.
And I was gonna say, and at that point, fade to fucking black. On that note, it no, okay, no, wait, we can continue.
Oh, that'd be
going.
considered a long rest, wouldn't it? So I can, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Look, I've played a bard character for the last like 3.5 years. I am so proud of Sarah. I'm so proud.
You know how far out of my comfort zone this is. But
Yes,
hey,
yes, that also, but also for the record, your character's we'll call it genetic makeup. It's the same as my bard. They're both half elves of that persuasion, and just like, we really are the horniest version of this fucking character trope, aren't we?
So you're all given a long rest. No bad dreams, no restlessness. You all sleep beautifully. You wake up. You all wake up the next morning. Who is likely to wake up first? Sarah, you're out of the question. You're definitely waking up last.
You're busy.
You are busy. We will let you do the thing.
Probably
I'm not
Bruno.
getting out of bed.
Bruno then just shortly after Rin.
Rune would probably wake up first because Onyx needs to go outside.
Okay. Rune, you wake up, and there was a breakfast table ready.
I'm sorry, what?
There's a breakfast table ready.
In my room?
As you go out.
Oh, okay.
So as you get yourself dressed and ready to take Onyx out.
How did they get past Onyx? Hmm. We'll have to come back for this smorgasbord in a bit here, Onyx. Let's go outside first, get some fresh air.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
That'll be a 16 on the total there.
16 total? Okay. It's how early would you say you wake up to take Onyx out?
Well, it'd probably be at the crack of dawn.
Okay. There are some stores that are just about to that are setting up, getting ready for the morning rush, and you see that the basic denizens, the food delivery denizens, just setting up the general markets and such. As it is the day after the day of light, the cleanup was pretty massive. So there's still people like just doing the last finishing touches of the cleanup. As you get into the market square, you see about 3 hooded figures in generic tan cloaks, and that's about it.
Do they resemble the assholes?
Assholes.
Assholes.
With your perception, you can't tell. You just see a group of hooded figures, like in like a small circle, just talking to each other.
Okay.
And they're about 40 feet away from you.
Oh, just for a point of interest, I would have gotten back into my normal leather armor / garb, etc.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I would have grabbed my bow, but I would have grabbed everything else.
Okay, so you have everything else, but not your bow. That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see the 3 hooded figures. They do not notice you. They are still talking with each other. And you do get a little bit of uneasy as it's the hooded figures, and even at dawn, it's still pretty mild and temperate.
Okay. Can I try to eavesdrop on them a little bit? Under the guise of just following Onyx?
I mean, you can make your rounds with Onyx and get like near them.
Okay.
In that case, make another perception check that's based on hearing, so you can't use your passive.
Okay. 18.
18?
Yeah.
You catch glimpses of what they're saying. You hear one just saying, I know that.
Sorry, hold on. I just have a food delivery. I'll be right back. Sorry.
Okay, no worries. How's everyone enjoying so far? Sarah, you don't need to say anything. You just fucked a princess.
What is my life?
Look, I was actually like seeing who would be quite flirtatious with the princess, and you won by a fucking landslide. As I've said, she's a pretty chill princess. Which is strange, especially because she is also like the head of mass. Basically like the go-to person when it comes to all religious aspects of Vanaheim.
So sorry about that.
Yeah, good. So you rolled an 18 again?
I rolled 18 this time, yeah. Last time I think was a 16.
Yep. Okay, so you catch glimpses of the conversation, and one like some of it you hear. I know that was part. I know the plan, but I'm just not sure we should do it now. Da, 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 da. And then there's you don't catch something else, but you catch another. The, the time is now. If we don't do it, he'll have our heads. And that's about all you get.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything now, or are you going to head back?
Well, since it's just me and Onyx, how many are in the group?
In the cloak figures?
Yeah.
3.
3? Okay. I will walk back into. I'm assuming there's a portcullis or a door or castle, something.
Yeah, you go back. You go back up to the. So this is the market square where you were.
Okay.
So you go back up to the floating platform
Okay.
and go back to the palace level.
Okay. I would
Uh,
wherever the first set of guards is, I would go talk to them and just sort of like make them aware that there's some suspicious figures and describe the robes.
Okay. You describe it to the guards, and they look at each other, go and just give a nod. We will look into this. I will dispatch a unit of guards as soon as I can.
Oh, be careful. They seem like they could be dangerous. I'm gonna go get my compatriots if you want some backup.
We shall see what happens.
Very well. Come on, Onyx.
Okay.
Every American accent today. A little British.
By the time, no, you're good. By the time you get back, I would say Rin and Bruno. You come down and you see the smorgasbord of breakfast. Down by the table, well, down on the table.
Indeed. You're muted.
No. Rin will get down on his knees, open his arms, and like gesture Onyx to just come in for a good morning hug.
Like,
Onyx. Onyx will do that like things that huskies do, where they'll like put one paw on your shoulder and kind of nuzzle in you.
No. And then I'll kind of get up, stroke him on the head, as I assume he'll walk back to Rune, and then just grab a plate full of fruit.
You're giving attention. He's gonna be like rubbing your his little tufts of fur on his ears are just gonna be like going crazy.
I love this cat.
Really takes you there.
Mm-hmm.
Bragg. About half an hour passed after the after Rin, Bruno, and Rune are downstairs. You wake up and you find the table full of coffee, juices, everything you could want in a breakfast.
I would say Bragvadir takes multiple plates and just starts filling them all up. So they just each have like giant piles of like eggs, sausages, and everything like that, bacon, anything that just he would eat in the morning. And then he kind of just sits down and he's just looking all at it like, all right, perhaps elves aren't not all bad, and starts eating. And he reaches over for the coffee and is like, He reaches into his pocket and just opens up a tiny bottle and just
just spiking my own coffee a little.
Yeah, just spiking the coffee and is like, now it's a breakfast. And just continues to eat.
Okay. About another half an hour goes by, and you all hear a guest door open. And coming down simultaneously are Lethe and the princess.
Rin will just go, ha! Just go back to his food.
Rune gives the deepest
Bruno
bow.
is unsurprised at all. He's just like, morning.
Morning.
Deepest bow.
We saved you both some food.
Oh, much appreciated.
Poor Bragg
And
finished
coffee is-
everything off.
and fresh coffee.
Bragg, Bragg with a full mouth kind of looks to it and, oh, go fuck yourself. It's good.
Everyone here now?
He downs his coffee to clear his palate. Food is food. Besides, and he looks at the princess is like, we're guests after all. Eh? Eh?
And the princess will go, "Oh no, you're all guested. This is all for you. Absolutely, Phil. Oh, what's the dwarven saying? Fill your boots."
Rin will be like, no, come sit, come sit.
Oh, I plan to join you. I plan to join you anyway. And she's still wearing that I just murdered my husband gown.
Yes,
And she sits down and before sitting down gives Alethea a little cheeky wink. And she kind of like assorts her plate with various meats, eggs, and a little bit of a side bowl with fruit, and pours herself a fairly big tankard of coffee.
I also grabbed coffee.
Rune is
Oh.
gonna sort of lean over to Lethe and just whisper in her ear. Kudos to ya. We should be on the lookout for some hooded figures. There's about 3 of them, but there could be more. They were talking about doing something right now. I didn't get much else there.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you heard me. Unless last night was super crazy.
Just hooded figures. How specific?
Actually, I completely forgot to do this. Lethe, go roll a performance check.
Oh my god, really?
You didn't know about this part, did you?
Thank goodness this is 3.5 where you have to like designate what performance you're doing.
A bedroom check.
Hi, Jerome.
No, it was a whole ton. Like, I muted my mic because it's like every asshole with their spoiler messed up driving by showing off how small their dicks are.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Yes, let's
No,
see.
Jerome-
How was that
Jerome-
performance?
I thought about that when I sat there and said, I'm like, wait a minute. She looks the other way to yell at Jerome. Jerome is that direction usually.
Do I get an advantage on this for any reason?
It was a surprise visit. I don't think
Are
you
you-
get advantage.
I was actually going to say, due to this was a surprise visit out of your choice, I would say no.
Okay. Then it's only a 14. Yeah.
She still looks really happy.
Who slept in the tower underneath
I
them?
actually had a DC where look, I have to think about these things when you have a bard.
Look, she is a lady of high society and high standards. The DC has to be higher than a 4.
Oh, honey, you do not know my life.
So the DC was more for if you were to be extremely good, she would have been that clingy type of person right after.
Clingy?
Walking down the stairs holding the banister.
Okay. I don't know how Lethe would take that, actually.
You fuck them so good that they become madly in love with you after one night. It's like,
Something tells me I kind of actually fucked up here.
I should be
Bruno wouldn't
deterrent.
have any idea about that at all.
But so, but she's definitely not upset. She's definitely happy, and she looks to all of you. I trust you all had a pleasant night's sleep.
I slept like an ogre.
I'm sorry. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh yeah,
Depends
sorry.
on the ogre.
It's an expression on the farm.
Right.
From a land, someone who comes from a land where there are many ogres, it depends on the ogre, but usually good.
Right.
I got the starfish, and that's
Who is sitting next to me? I'm assuming Lily's on one side of me, and then
I would imagine Bragg is on the other side of you.
okay, then I'll lean over and whisper the same thing to Bragvidir, that just to be on the lookout for 3 hooded figures. I saw 3, same thing, like or something. Since we're with the princess, like I'm not too concerned.
I feel like this conversation of men in hoods needs to continue.
Does Lethe say that out loud?
I think she says it over to.
Okay.
I don't want to alarm the princess. She just woke up.
Maybe alarm.
I'm assuming if you got some sleep.
Maybe alarm her on this one.
Do you choose to alarm the princess of what you saw?
I'll lean over to Bragvidir and do you think we should inform the princess on this? There.
He just looks over and just he holds up his mug and just hiding his mouth, he just leans to the side. I believe that if we're trying to get on their good side and not potentially be given treason, you might want to see something, lad.
So I was walking Onyx down there just about 30 minutes ago. I'll say this to everybody. And there were some suspicious looking fellas or lasses. I'm not sure. I didn't get a good enough look, but they seemed to be planning something, and today seems to be the day for it. So
And the princess will kind of look at with this like mouth half full of food. Oh, did, really? Did you get a good look at them or?
oh no, I just and he'll describe their clothing, the cloaks or the hoods or whatever.
And as soon as you mentioned tan cloaks, she goes, tan cloaks are not usually in the people's attire, as you can tell. We're very earthy and or green.
Oh yeah, you've got the green and gold going on. He's gonna take a look around the room now that you mentioned that.
Yeah, so the dining hall is filled with motifs of green and gold, banners of Vanaheim's sigil, or insignia. Green and gold is definitely the colors of the Vanaheim royals or guests of thereof.
Are any of the servants looking suspicious, or is there anyone that's not supposed to be there, or someone who is like trying to be?
There are servants, but but they've been there just after Bruno and Rin woke up, and they were the same servants you saw last night.
Okay.
You don't notice anything suspicious about them. They are just standing there in waiting.
Oh, okay. Well, we're here for you. So if you need protection,
Well, I would definitely feel a little bit better if you were to check it out. if you could, midway through a sentence, 2 guards come into the door, busting through. There was an attack in the market square, Your Highness. We need to get you to safety now. And like again with a mouth half full of food. Can I just have my breakfast? First, I've had a really good morning.
Darling,
Oh.
I'm sure you have a wonderful little table in your quarters that you can eat it at.
Well, but then I wouldn't be in such pleasurable company, my dear.
Anytime, darling. Anytime.
I'm pretty sure one of the guards just goes, "What the? Oh, not again."
Bruno is kind of like, he'll finish his feel like he has the same look the princess had of like, can't finish my fucking coffee. He'll just like chug the rest of his coffee, set it down, grab his staff, and get up with like, where was the attack?
It's down in the market square. By the gardens.
I'm assuming you could use some assistance in this matter.
A couple of you come with me. A couple of you stay with them and the princess.
Well,
I'll go with Bruno.
Perhaps the servant should take you back to your quarters, Your Highness. We'll go with the guards here.
At that moment, the princess will stand up with her plate of food. I know where my own quarters are, Ruin. But thank you for your concern. And she literally just turns around with a look of, well, fuck me for trying to have a good morning then.
Would you mind if my feline companion accompanied you, just for your own safety?
Oh, he's such a cutie. I'm sure he will. And she'll kind of grab extra bacon and sausages to feed him while you're away.
Yep. Onyx, be a good little kitten, okay? But tear off anyone who tries to attack this sweet darling.
As you say, like, be a good kid. And he'll kind of prance up, going, and then immediately, like, just be sure to attack everyone who tries to harm the princess. Immediately just goes.
That's a good.
You are all instructed to go down to the market square and help fend off the attack.
The guards come with us. Yes.
The guards do come with you, yes. And on that note, we're going to take a break here.
Hey.
Let me throw fire.
Yeah, so we're going to take a quick. We're going to take a 10-minute break here. So come back at come back at 20 past the hour.
And go grab a drink and have a pee.
Yep. So everyone grab drinks, grab snacks, and we will continue from here. I'm going to go and actually grab a drink and some food because I'm a little hungry.
My trousers are going to change because I need to get my pajamas. These joggers are getting on my nerves. So
I feel you.
just a forewarning.
Right, be right back, guys.
Is it bad that the bottle of red that I've been drinking is called Ménage à Trois?
No, it's not bad. I've actually had that wine before. It's not bad.
I like it. It's just a red blend, but it's nice.
Yeah, it was a nice meh wine. I don't drink wine on the regular anyway. I drink meat when I can and rum at any point possible. But you know,
I drink wine regularly, so
It's sad. It's like, it's like, yeah, I just finished it. Oh no, it's gone now. Oh, there's not much left. Sarah, when did you open that bottle?
Huh? Yes, my pajamas have little Santas over them. Don't judge me.
Oh, I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing because I'm pretty
No, I
sure
know, I know.
Sarah has finished a bottle of wine in the time we have been on this stream.
No, that's not true. I opened this one earlier this week. I did
Okay.
also. This is all might also be the second bottle I finished tonight.
We're about to see Letty get very horny.
I just have a very, very, very high tolerance because I'm super Irish. But I had to laugh at the fact that the red wine I'm drinking is Menage a Trois.
Yes.
Yeah.
It would have been more apt if you the person had invited anyone else into there, like, so you know what? You.
I'm feeling like eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
It's like, you, come with me.
Okay. So I do this on occasion in other games. But I need to share some more with Sean Barry Parsons, and more people need to know about him. Let's
Stop
see
it,
which
baby.
one.
Stop it. You're going to make yourself bad again.
There you go.
So, Lindsay, you want to work here at the Parks Department? Can I call you something nicer like Crystal? All right, easily broken. I like that, Crystal. How would you rate yourself in hand-to-hand combat? A 7? Darling, I'd give myself a 7. I could beat you to death. Let's hear you was a private dancer. Dancer for money? You have to show me sometime. What any old music will do. Who's the sexiest former president? Oof, Ulysses S. Grant, you are correct. Crystal, let's say Roberta the Town Lesbian's having a bitch fight with a confused married woman she's been sleeping with. What do? That's right. You posted on the Facebook page so we can all come watch. Crystal, what's the only marsupial in North America? Virginia possum. Kudos, Crystal. Minnie is yammering on about a cat's diabetes, but we're all wildly hungover. What do you say? Shut your fucking mouth, or that cat's pancreas is going to be the least of his problems. I like that. Greatest living entertainer. I'll accept Celine Dion, sure. An intern, let's call her Mackenzie, is yelling at us again for recycling pizza boxes. What do? You sneak up on her, slap her so hard in the back of the neck she bites her tongue? I think you're going to fit in real well here, Crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, Lindsay, you want to work here at the...
I love Sean so much. I think the
I'm not baby talking my dog. I'm sorry. I just realized what I did. I looked back and saw all of you. I was like, oh dear.
Did I tell you?
oh, here we go. Here's a newer one. I quite like this one.
Did I tell you I've been put in charge of the Lucky Charms division? Yes, General Mills has been bought by Yum Yum Snacky Bits. Well, I was turned by the Crown and Dow Chemicals. And they mostly dispose of nuclear waste, but they're getting into the cereal game. Oh yes, that wily Irish fucker's back under the British thumb. The first thing we're going to do is get rid of the horse food and just keep the marshmallows. Didn't know that, Henrietta. Yes, the disgusting pieces of horse food. We're going to call it just the good bits. The Irishman will be smoking a fag on the front and saying, just fucking take it. The idea being that he's manically depressed and can no longer defend the charms. Precisely, Henrietta. He's a broken man, giving up the will to live. We're keen on it in America, I'm afraid. Exactly, because of the Rubenesque children. When they finished their cocaine, they seemed ecstatic. They said, fuck yeah, marshmallows rule, and then did more cocaine. What of the horse food bits, I said. They said, go fuck yourself, Jeeves. They wanted to cut corpse who would be using guinea pig. Not guinea pig food, the lining of their cages. They'd like that box to read, LOL, it's the wood shavings for me, sis. And the leprechaun will be brandishing a pistol. Did I tell you I've been...
See, I don't like marshmallows.
Well,
Okay, just to preface, I see the look you're giving me. I
or
see
do
that
you
look.
mean the marshmallows they put in cereal?
No. In general, I'm I'm a very fussy eater. Believe it or not.
That's fair.
I just eat a lot of what I like.
It-
I'm a huge texture person. Like marshmallows. Don't like the texture. Don't like jelly. because of the texture. I mean, like not wibbly wobbly jelly, that jelly. You call it jello?
Oh, gelatin, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't.
S'mores?
Pardon?
Do you like s'mores?
Yeah, because the texture's different.
Okay.
And I don't like mushrooms. Ha. I don't like mushrooms in any form.
Mushrooms aren't for everyone. They are, however, for me. Granted,
Nay,
generally speaking, I mean, you can look at me and tell that if it is food, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna eat it.
No. What I was going to say was, you look the type of person to like mushrooms with the utmost respect.
I mean, yeah, they're like there's a bunch of I like cooking. I also like cooking with mushrooms. Give them a nice lot of flavor. They also they go very good with steak.
Mm. Mm.
A nice steak.
But I'm the weird person that like I don't like those reasonably good foods, but I'm the person who likes pickles, olives. You know,
Pickles
I like
pickles I greatly enjoy.
all types of olives, black olives, green olives. I love pickles.
Olives
Oh, I was
I
gonna
will
say
eat
that I saw
olives on a pizza.
Oh no,
I'll
straight out the jar.
Nah, there's too much. It tastes too much like vinegar to me.
I think that's why.
Yeah, like the taste of like pickled olives is usually the juices that they're kept in. It's just like I think green olives. The reason why I'm not a big fan of the green olives is the smell.
See,
It's a
now
very
with green olives,
strong smell.
it's really good if you stuff them with like chili or garlic. Oh,
I feel like my jalapenos. You still with the
God, don't get me started on jalapenos. I can eat those out the jar as well.
um,
Yes, I do like heartburn. uh,
you like the nice crunch.
oh, do you know what? Like, I'll sit there and eat a bell pepper like an apple, purely for the crunch. Purely for the crunch.
Well, I mean, yeah, there's not a whole lot to a bell pepper. It's hollow inside. Just like I'm pretty sure you're not eating. It's not like you're eating. Yeah,
It's one of my favorite vegetables.
I like it on stuff. I don't like eat a lot of vegetables by themselves. Like
See, like if I'm having a Sunday roast, all my vegetables have to be, apart from potatoes, obviously, have to be like partially cooked because I love a little crunch to my vegetables. Is that weird? I kind of feel like that's weird. Sarah's like, eh.
Depends on the vegetable. It depends.
Carrots, parsnips, cauliflower, broccoli.
Carrots, parsnips, I need them to be roasted.
Fair enough. Yeah, I do like my roasted veggies.
Otherwise, I do not like them. But, like, if you don't cook asparagus all the way through,
Oh.
it just tastes woody.
And also, it genuinely does make your pee smell freaking. What's the word I'm looking for?
Nasty.
No, it makes it smell nuclear. Like it's horrible. I'm also one to put like weird foods together, like cheese and jam. Oh, cheese and jam sandwiches, so good.
I can't say. I mean, like, I'm sitting here with a lot, and I was saying this to Mitch. I may have gone to ShopRite today specifically to just get goat cheese, and thought it'd be a little weird if I walked up to the counter with 3 different logs of goat cheese. So I also grabbed some pasta, and I was like, "That's great. I won't look weird." So I'm sitting here with a log of blueberry vanilla goat cheese.
Oh my god, can you? Oh, seriously, like Sarah, are we just meant to be friends? Because blueberry, I've been on such a blueberry kick lately, and like I have bed sprays and pillow sprays that are scented lavender and vanilla.
So I got blueberry vanilla, and cranberry cinnamon.
I don't like cranberry or cinnamon.
I prefer cranberry orange.
I can't have anything citrus.
Ah, I love citrus.
Yeah,
And that way we are.
it's citrusy stuff. When I eat it, it's like a match has gone off in my stomach. Instant heartburn. Instant heartburn. It's horrible. I can't. I even like a drink of lemonade. That's it.
I ignore heartburn for so many foods. I'm like, but I like this food, so push through it.
Oh, I can't. It gets me to the point where like a glass of cold milk or some of that peptac stuff that's thick and yeah. My food habits are weird. Not that weird, but to a degree. Oh, AJ, you subscribed. Nice.
The weirdest thing that I've heard is a former friend of mine. Her brother married someone who would put ketchup on ice cream.
Oh, I don't like ketchup. There's not many condiments I like. The only condiment that I was gonna say the only condiment I really do like is mayonnaise, but that's it.
Yeah.
I live for mustard.
Ugh. Again, instant heartburn.
Again,
Everything everything gives you heartburn, Ty.
See?
Yeah, I feel that though because I live in my boxes of Tums, and yes, I meant that as plural.
I'm not surprised.
I say while finishing the bottle of wine, that will most definitely give me heartburn. It's fine.
You see, red wine just gives me hangovers like that, even on one glass.
I don't get hangovers, can't relate.
I'm 30 years old. I had my first hangover last year, and I've only ever had one. Knock on wood.
As someone who used to get hangovers on the regular, I don't recommend. They suck.
I've woken up with, as my cousin calls it, bonus. When you wake up still drunk.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh god, I remember the one Halloween party that I had with work. I went as a male Cruella de Vil. Half my face was black and white, and the other half was the corresponding colors. And I got in at like 2 o'clock in the morning, banging on my sister's bedroom door. I need face wipes. They wiped it all off, and I had to be back in work like in another 5 hours. I was like, oh. As a waiter as well, split shift. So it was.
Oh, it was an AFD.
Wait, 7 a.m. till 3 p.m. and then 6 p.m. till 12 a.m.
Oh God, no!
Fuck that.
Both those shifts. Yes.
I hated split shifts. They were horrible.
Yeah, I refuse to work doubles. I told him that. I was like, I have shit to do at night. I'm out at 4:30.
I'm out of 4:30. No ifs or buts.
Yeah.
No ifs and or buts.
Mitch, you missed the conversation. The bottle of wine I just finished, it's Menage a Trois.
Apt.
I mean, if you ask the princess, nicely enough, I'm sure she'll
Offer.
You never know.
Join in with that endeavor.
You know, Amaris would.
Yeah, I know.
Crossed my mind though. I was just like, oh, I just feel like drinking a nice red, and then I finished off the bottle. I was like, oh, this is a menage a trois. Oops.
Again,
so that's
apt.
why.
Yes, like I said, strangely, I mean, like, so I had one glass from the Riesling, and this bottle was like a glass and a half. Was what's left in each of those, and I'm fine. And I had a Coke and vodka.
I know. So we'd start in 5 minutes, but at the same time, I really want to fucking eat. I'm starving.
Much like Rin, I don't drink. I try to stay away from the alcohol.
Fine.
I'm very boring. I'm such an old man.
No, honestly,
Last time-
the only thing that annoys me is when people feel like they need to ask why all the
Yeah.
time.
Hmm.
So I
Mm.
mean, like, you do you, dude.
Yeah.
No, that's fair enough.
Last time I saw you drunk was at the Essex meeting. My God.
Oh
you-
no,
Oh.
don't, please. Mm. I hate that memory so much.
To be fair, dude, we were both bad.
Yeah, we were. I had a very, very small bead incident.
Involving me, by the way.
Yeah, I
So,
I got
am
very
I,
drunk.
I was gonna say, am I allowed to, or do you want to say it?
Yeah,
Everybody
go
else
on.
still
No,
like?
you're fine. You're fine. It's a nice
So-
memory.
It honestly, like, it's hilarious, but it is a wholesome memory. So, there was a TikTok meet in Essex in the UK, and I went because this would have been the second time meeting Tyler, right? And we went. It was good fun. It was actually really good fun. Me and Tyler had our fair share of alcohol that day, and it was a hot summer's day as well, so the drinks were definitely flowing.
Oh, they were.
It got to the point where I went away to talk to a friend. I came back, and as soon as Ty saw me, the waterworks came
Yep.
out. And he just gave me a big hug. I'm like, I don't want you to leave because if you leave, I feel you're never gonna come back. I'm like, oh, dude.
It was more of a like I can't wait another year to see you again.
And I was just standing there going,
Ruined one of his favorite t-shirts.
nearly ruined.
AJ wanted me to tell you to look at the chat. You got some things to redeem.
Oh, snap.
Hydrate for the whole stream for one. So
Does that mean not booze?
that means no booze.
That is that a sneak or just a drink?
It's just a drink. Calm
Okay.
down. Calm down.
No, I'm
I
just
haven't
saying
got-
this.
I haven't got any sneak on me.
Okay.
As well as everyone, stretch yourselves.
Oh, but that means everybody. No. Okay. Oh, let's do this.
Oh, I needed that.
My God, I forgot to mention. So my grandmother came into the restaurant today.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Scheduled that she called me 2 days ago to tell me exactly what time she was going to be there with Chris and Jack. Anyway, this was the first time she saw my tattoo.
Oh,
How would that go?
It was hilarious. It was, wow. What did your mother say?
Oh, wow.
I was like, she actually loves it, Grandma. She goes, oh, what? He so did not tell her that the Finch is for her husband. I'm like, I'm just gonna leave that out.
Yeah, probably best.
We're just not gonna talk about that.
Nah.
Y'all are nasty.
I do have a question that's D&D related. What are these die for? Are they D100s?
So that's a
Wait.
percentile.
Jigs.
Percentile die.
And
What do they do? Because I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I'll let
They
or Mitch explain.
they tend to be. It really does depend. Wild magic for sorcerers, they use percentile die. They go off a table of basically what wild magic effect
No, thank you. I'm having to go.
is gonna
130.
happen once they cast a spell.
hey, Princess.
Brian, I was gonna say Brian knows that table all too well.
I'm very familiar.
But as well as the percentile die are very customizable for any situation, sort of like for certain homebrew items or just effects. For instance, if you were to ask me what's the chance of Rin knowing something about a particular subject, I could say roll a percentile die and tell me that number. And then
So it'd
based
be
on-
like a percentage out of 100.
yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
You can kind of like have fun with it because you can either choose to use just the percentile die or you can match it up with the D10 and then get more accurate ratings with
no.
it.
Yeah. No, I was thinking that while looking at it, I was like, if I didn't have any D10s, I could use the percentile die, but just take the first number, sort of.
Funny enough, I never see D10s used that often.
I actually have a spell that requires 3 of them.
It requires 3 D10s.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
That's
That's Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke.
nice.
And even if it fails, the target still takes a half damage, and it's a reaction
Yeah.
reaction as to
okay.
whether or not I take hits. If I take hit, I can say I want to use Hellish Rebuke as a reaction. 3d10. Pretty OP from what I've seen.
If you roll like obviously with any spell, if you roll shit, it's pretty meh. But with Hellish Rebuke, if you roll high, my god, does it fucking
Mhm. Max damage like 30.
I'm sorry if any of that was really unattractive, but fuck me, I was really hungry.
Getting distracted by what Chris posted on Facebook, which is lightsaber fighting is now an official sport recognized by the French Fencing Federation.
Mhm.
It's a recognized sport, and there's 2 classes in London actually.
That's lit.
It was originally it started in Italy.
Nice.
Right, so as we are all here, I've eaten, we all have our drinks, our snacks. Let's dive right into it. So, you all venture out of the palace proper onto the levitating platform to take you down to the market area. About halfway down, going down from the top of the platform to the bottom, you see multiple groups of these cloaked figures fighting off the Vanir Guard. And the cloaked figures seem to be winning. There's about 3 to 4 groups, all no more than 3 people per group.
Okay.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
Who's the
As-
how close are they?
As you're still on the going down on the platform, they're about 100 feet away from you. So you feel you're gonna have to wait until you get down.
Were our rooms on the way to? I'm just trying to decide if I would have grabbed my bow and arrows, but if it wasn't like en route, then I wouldn't have done it, which is totally fine.
Did you say you left your bow in your room?
When I took Onyx out to begin with.
Because you went straight to the breakfast table, I would say that you do not have your bow. No.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. So you're just coming to the base of the elevator shaft, pretty much. You see the first group in front of you, and it's one cloaked figure against one guard.
Before we start,
Yep.
can I cast Bless on Rune, Bruno, and Bragg?
You can indeed.
Sweet.
Yay,
You-
before.
How
Yep.
and how far now?
The lone guard is about
Pretty.
20 feet away from you.
Okay. Can we do something now, or should we jump into initiative?
Depends. What would you like to do?
The guard is fighting the evil guy right now. I wanted dissonant whispers.
I would like to throw a dagger at his face.
I would say you all get a surprise round, yeah.
Okay.
As technically he's being distracted, so he doesn't see you coming.
I'll do a firebolt.
Okay, so all right. Ren's doing a firebolt. Leafy's doing dissonant whispers. Rune, you're throwing a dagger.
Mhm.
Bragg.
Actually, can I? No, it's fine.
Bragg can rage. That's as much as he can do right now.
Rage.
Is dissonant whispers a cantrip or is it a leveled spell?
It's a first level spell with a wisdom saving throw.
I would say yeah. No, that's good for a surprise round.
Bragg is just your basic fighter.
Bruno, what would you like to do?
Bruno will. I'm going to yeet a dart at him.
Don't forget your
Okay.
D4s additional.
Okay. So, we will go. Rin, you do bless on Bruno, Rune, and
Bragg.
Bragg. Okay, you do that.
What does Bless do again?
You get an additional D4 on attacks and saving throws.
Oh,
Attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks.
I don't know if it's ability checks. Hang on. No, you bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell end, the target can roll a D4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, cool.
how do we get the Bless status effect though? I'm not gonna remember those numbers, damn it.
Condition.
Just remember that you have an extra D4 for an attack roll.
There's only a one-time use though, huh? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, because
Your
yeah.
little help if you have some physical die with you, just set a D4 out. It's like I have one of you.
All right, gotcha.
It's not much, but every little helps.
I know at this level it's worth a lot.
It's rounded. Don't step on it and kill yourself.
Okay.
Oh, you call that pain? You like my
Sorry.
pyramid, bitch?
So,
Yeah,
Rin, you said you.
Sorry.
So, Rin, you said you wanted to cast a firebolt.
Yes.
Roll to hit.
So it's a D20, yeah.
Firebolt is
Okay.
roll to hit if I
Yeah.
So roll to hit.
Oh, that's nice. 23.
You hit.
Mhm.
Roll damage.
Yeah. D10. Yeah, 2.
Is it just a straight 2? There's no plus anything.
No, it's just a 2. Because I'm using it as a cantrip.
Okay. Leafy, dissonant whispers. Wisdom saving throw. Yes.
Wisdom saving throw 14.
You rolled a natural 20. I'm sorry.
Oh,
It still takes damage though.
Okay. How much How much whispering damage does he take?
Hold on. I think it takes half damage, but let me just double check that. Yes, it takes half of 3d6.
Okay then. Roll damage.
It does not move away.
Okay. And remind me, what does dissonant whispers do again?
You whisper a dissonant melody that only one creature of your choice in range can hear, and they're racked with terrible pain. They take 3d6 psychic damage on a failed save and immediately use a reaction to move as far away from me as possible. But since he succeeded, he takes half the damage.
Okay.
So he only takes 6 points of damage. That's
6
already
points.
halved.
6 points of psychic damage.
Sorry, wait. 3 points of psychic damage because I have Had to have it. I rolled shit.
3 points of psychic damage. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. Rune.
Hello.
Dagger to the face.
Dagger to the face.
Roll to hit.
Okay. 21.
You hit.
Yes.
Roll damage.
All right. Sorry, how far away is he?
He's about 20 feet away from where the platform is at its lowest.
Okay. Excellent. Then he is going to take from the dagger. Sorry. 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie. Belvedere, you are enraged.
Yes. Closest enemy to me.
20 feet away.
20 feet away.
I would say with a surprise. How many attacks do you get?
I only get one right now.
I would say, with a surprise round, you can go over and attack him.
All right. I'll get within. I'll move up 15 feet. The extra 5 feet, I will go and swing my great axe with it. So
Does the great axe specifically say it has an extra 5 feet of reach?
yes, it says 5 feet of reach. It's a 5 foot reach.
It's a 5 foot reach.
Yeah.
But the way that I remember it, yes, it has a 5 foot reach. But if he is 5 feet away from you, if he is 5 feet away, the axe is just short.
All right, then I'll do the 20 feet. Then I'll do 20 feet. Fuck it.
20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a rule.
Sorry, that's just the way I remember it.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
I am rolling to hit. That is a 21.
That hits.
That
Rolls
hits.
the damage.
Zablage. I'm rolling. That is a 10 dablage. It sucks,
10.
yeah. Only 10.
Damage is damage, my friend.
Yes, damage is damage. As a bonus action, he will use his storm aura as well.
You have already used your bonus action to rage.
Oh, really? Does that count as a bonus action?
Yeah.
As a bonus. Shit. Got me there. Okay, that's good. Wait. When you start your rage, and as a bonus action on each of your turns. Okay, yeah. Okay, yep. Okay, yeah.
Bruno, Dart, do it. You're muted, buddy.
Dot I doth yeet. It's 18 on the day. That's 25.
Yeah, you hit.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to use the D3, the extra D3, the D4 on my
Damage?
damage, am I?
Nope.
Okay.
Just
well.
attack rolls and saving throws.
Well, it's fine because my damage for the dart is a D4. It's a 3 plus 5. That's 8 damage.
Okay then.
I also did 1 additional damage that I didn't account for. I apologize.
Just +1.
Yeah, well, 1 more than I did. Yeah. If that makes a difference.
As in you added 1 more than you should have.
No, I didn't add 1 more that I should have.
Okay, so he should be.
Yeah, it should have been
Okay.
7 instead of 6.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Just keep a reminder. Right. On that note, roll initiative.
Eee.
Right. Because there are multiple groups, the initiative that I roll will stick as you go through the groups.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have you go through all 4 because that would take a fucking long while.
There are 4 groups, you said, including
There are
the single guy.
There are 4 groups, including the one you had a surprise round on.
Oh, son of a. That's good.
That's not terrible.
Oh,
Not
okay.
bad.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. So, bear with me just one moment.
Hang on.
I knew there was something I didn't plan. I didn't actually plan my initiative sheet. I do apologize, guys.
Unaccepted? No, I'm just kidding.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable conditions.
I know I'm a bad DM.
Lemon Graham. You're not a bad
Wasn't always the same square.
Okay, okay. So, 25 to 20.
Forgot to
20
roll. Okay, I roll. I'm good. Yeah, no, go ahead.
20 to 15.
18.
17.
15. On the
Sorry, when you did say 18?
18, yeah.
When Bragg was 17?
Yep.
And Bruno was 15. Bruno, what's your dex modifier?
my dex modifier? I rolled 15.
Yeah, so did the enemy.
Oh, dex modifier is +3.
+3. Okay, so you go first.
Yay.
Um, 15 to 10. 10 to 5. Yes, Bruno?
9.
9.
9, you betcha.
Lethe? Oh no!
Oh.
I rolled a natural 1.
I was gonna say, was it
Oh,
a natural one?
There's the Sarah we know.
Okay.
Losing this whole game so far, and now I'm back, baby.
Okay. So, time to kill my party. No. So, top of the round, Rin.
Yeah.
What you gonna do?
Well, first of all, I'm gonna take my shield off my back and just have it on my arm there ready.
Mm-hmm.
Would that count as a action or anything, or
Nah.
no? Okay. I'm gonna do guiding bolt at level 1.
Level 1. Okay,
Uh-huh. Don't fail me now. Ooh, okay, 19.
19 to hit.
Yeah.
Meets it, beats it.
Oh god damn. Okay. That's 46.
I love how everyone's face is like, wait, meets it, beats it on the 19. Wait, what?
Alright, come on. 46. Oh, okay. 7, 9. 13.
13.
Mhm.
13 radiant damage.
Yeah.
Okay, dokie.
And whoever. Wait. On the whoever attacks him next has advantage.
Okay. Next, Bragg. You're already by him. and you saw a guiding bolt whizzed over your head and hit this cunt.
Oh, damn. Uh, hmm. Well, of course, I'm just gonna attack him again. Just pile on the dabblage. Why not?
Roll to hit, my dude.
Rolling to hit.
Don't forget you have advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay, give me a second. That fell off the table. Okay, let's roll one. Take my first roll with that. Does a 21 hit? Again?
21 does hit. A 21 does hit.
21 does hit. All right.
Roll that sweet damage.
That is a 12 damage on me on using great axe against him. With an additional, I'm gonna say I'm gonna use my Stormar on him now. Now I can use it actually. He needs to make a dex saving throw.
I'm gonna say it doesn't matter because even just with the swing of the axe, you kill him.
Oh really?
He had 8 HP left after your surprise round.
Nice.
In that case, instead of using my Storm Aura, I'm gonna use my Great Weapon Master feat, which if I reduce a creature to 0 hit points, then I can make 1 melee weapon attack as a bonus action. Nearest person to him.
He's the only one there.
Oh, he's the only one there? The
Mhm.
only one close by? Well, rip. I can't benefit off this. Okay. You bastard. You best. Actually,
You
he's
dirty
the only. You bloody bastard. Yeah, pretty much.
What I will say, because you have the Great Weapon Master feat, when you do kill this person, I will allow you to take that second attack when you go to the next group.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Seems
works.
fair.
Thank you. That works for me.
So-
Thank you, sir.
Rapida cleaves down this cloaked figure. They all are the same sort of cloaked tan figures. Cleaves him down, and this guy just goes from attacking this vanguard to just dead on the floor. I assume you all move to the next group.
Next group, yes.
Cool. We're going to go off the same initiative order that we rolled previously, just because easy. This time, this group has 2 of these cloaked figures, and one is carrying a longsword, while the other a mace.
Oh.
So, Bragg, you are allowed to take your extra attack from the Great Weapon Master feat. So, there's 2 Vanir Guard and 2 of these cloaked figures. The one with the mace is closest, but the one with the long sword is about 5 feet away from the one with the mace.
All right. Okay. So with the feat, I am going to be taking the -5 penalty to get a little more extra dabblage. So I'm going to see if I can hit him first.
So you're going to use Great Weapon Master on this next attack.
On my next attack, yes.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
The one with the mace.
Yeah, it does. Oh, thank God.
Oh.
It's hard when you have a -5 to your hit DC.
The
Sweet.
one with the mace does, yeah.
Sweet. So it's extra 10 dabblage with this D12. Let's see what I get. Oh, That's a mighty fine. If I math this correctly, 25 damage.
Oh,
25 damage.
I rolled an 11, and since my modifier is already at 4, and I get a plus 10 on top of that, that's a beautiful 25.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Okay, so hold on. I need to do some math. Hold on.
The worst part of D&D. All the math.
No, is it the worst part of D&D, or is it the worst part for Bragvadir? Because I swear to God, if he gets fucking whammed.
Tell Rachel you said that.
Hmm?
Huh?
I said, I'm going to tell Rachel you said that.
You should.
About
She's a
math
math
being the
teacher.
worst part. She will come down there and beat your ass into submission.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Rachel's a friend of ours who is a math teacher.
She's
Math's a bitch.
Math is a bitch.
math is the worst part, other than D&D not being like every day. That's the other bad part.
She
But we're-
gets so mad if I talk shit on math. Like, so mad.
Okay, so
She will though. So
that is pencil. That is your turn.
Yes, that is my turn. Well, that's my bonus action turn.
Your bonus attack. Yeah, Bruno.
Yeah.
The next one is about 50. The next one, the one with the mace, is about 15 feet away from you. Longsword 20 feet away. Who are you going for?
Well, I think you know what time it is. It is time to extend that range a little bit. And
yeah, boy.
he's going to, as Bruno always does when he's about to end, about to actually get into a scrap. Since he has the wraps, he doesn't like throw them off, but he'll you guys into the martial arts where they'll slide their hands into their gi and then do that. He does that maneuver, and then he holds his hands out like this, and then the flames sort of kick on. So I use Fangs of the Fire Snake, and increases my range by 10 feet for my unarmed strikes. So I have a 15-foot range because it will shoot the fire out of my hands.
Who are you going for, mace or longsword?
I believe who just got smacked?
The mace.
And longsword is 20 feet away.
Yep.
I'll make a 5-foot step, then do the fire hands, and then I will do a punch.
Okay, then roll to hit.
Okay. First, where is my thing? There's one. I wanted to make sure I knocked off my key point. That's a plus 7. That hit thing. Cool. That's much better. You don't fall off the thing. You roll much better when it doesn't fall off your dresser. That is my basic math is failing me. 14 plus 7.
21.
21. Basic arithmetic.
You hit. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll that damage.
All right. 1d4 plus 5 and convert it into fire damage.
Damage. Playing with your dice.
That's a
Tyler.
4, so that's 9 fire damage. I will also burn a second key point to I can then if I can burn a second key point after I have hit to roll a d10 for additional 1d10 fire damage.
Okay, then.
Let me read that. Make sure I have that right. A hit with this attack deals fire damage to the bludgeoning, and if you spend 1 key point when the attack ends, it also deals an extra 1d10 fire damage. Cool.
Roll all of that damage, and then tell me the total.
Okay, I need to find my D10.
Is it all going to be fire damage?
Yes.
Okay.
D10. Okay, 7 plus 9, 16 fire damage.
Hey, Prince,
16 fire damage. Okie dokie.
And I will bonus action unarmed strike. I believe I am still. My hands are still. I can't do the second key point damage on this one. It's just a regular hit.
Is your reach still extended, even if it's just a regular unarmed strike?
Yes. It is increased by 10 feet with your. When you use the attack action in your turn, you spend 1 key point to increase your reach 10 feet with your unarmed strikes for the rest of the turn. So it's just for this turn.
Okay then. Yeah.
Okay.
Hit him again. Roll to hit first.
This new fun die is hard to read. It is a 13 on the die. It's a dirty 20.
You hit. Yeah. Just about.
Just about. Okay. Where is that? There's a D4. That's a 3. That's an additional 8 damage.
Additional 8 damage. Okay. Alrighty.
And that's my. And I guess I'll use the last of my movement to get up and get all up in his grill.
Okay. How much movement do you have again? 40?
I have 40. I have 40. I can probably make the additional.
Yeah, no, yeah, you can go up there. Right, okay then. Now it is the cloaked figure's turn. So the one with the mace was going to turn around and look at you, Bragg, because you fucking hit him. And this person is going to hit you. Hey, Bragg. Does an 11 hit you?
No, but I feel like Bragg would just kind of do this.
That's okay though, because these people get 2 attacks per action.
Oh, bastards.
You dick.
I rolled a 4 again.
Bragg video's reaction to getting attacked again.
Shit me. He's not used to fighting dwarves, okay?
It's the dwarf handicap.
So he just literally go, you little stop moving.
Fuck you.
No, there's nothing else. You can't do anything else. Fuck. No, these people don't have any bonus actions. The one with the long sword is going to try and fuck up Bruno because he fucked him up. So eye for an eye. I'm gonna put you away. You rolled 2 4s in a row. Fuck you.
Nice jail.
Does a 16 hit you, Bruno?
Eh?
Does a 16 hit you?
No. My fancy ring, you told me to give me 2 plus, so that's I have a AC of 18. He's just kind of like
everyone right now is just.
Peter Griffin laughing as well.
However, does a 24 hit you?
maybe.
Oh,
If you want to give him multi attack, sure.
I feel like this is just me thinking right now. Just if you roll low on Lethe, their version of dodging is just like moving to the side, and then the second one that they throw is just them bending down. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, am I distracting you?
I'm a
So
from Final Fantasy X. Just like
that is 13 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Ouch, she scratched me.
Yeah.
Oh, longsword? What did he roll?
He rolled a 9 on the die.
Oh, for the damage? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
So, yep. And because he's using it two-handed, he uses a D10 instead of a D8.
Ah, that'd be it.
Because longswords are versatile. Okay,
Yeah.
that's that done. Rune, it is your turn.
ooh. I'm usually a caster, so I'm excited for this. Rune is going to. Is the dagger like still in the guy's like body or head or face?
The dagger that you threw at the first guy is still in his shoulder.
Okay. I'll come back for that. Rune is going to sort of like growl a little bit, as a wildcat would, and he's going to pull out both scimitars, and then he's going to sort of like. Who's still up between the mace and the longsword? Are they both up?
They're both up.
Okay.
The mace is looking a little more fucked up than the longsword, but just by a little.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of like, just like, not dash, but like, I'm gonna quickly step up and just do one of these with both the scimitars and slash twice at longsword.
Swash twice at longsword. Okay, roll both attacks first, and then we'll see what damage.
Okay. I'm gonna need more dice then. Only I have a supply.
If only.
So roll the first, and then the second, and then.
Okay. So I'm two weapon fighting. So my bonus action is the second attack, but I have that as a skill. So I roll with my modifiers for both.
Okay.
So scimitar number 1 is a 26.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. And then scimitar number 2 is a 16.
Does not.
Okay. That's all right.
So so you go to swing for him. The first one catches him off guard because he's not used to the flourish. Catches him off guard like across the chest. You hear scraping of metal as you slash, but at the same time, the kind of it feels like you gave purchase to something a little bit more fleshy, along with the scraping of metal. But like he looks up again, this time ready for your second attack, and it kind of parries your second scimitar with his longsword. Roll that sweet damage.
The sweet damage is a 10.
10? All right, nice.
And, I think it's slashing damage.
Yep. Good. Okay.
And I'm gonna stay within 5 feet of him so I don't provoke an attack of opportunity.
Good. Okay.
That is my turn.
Righty. And last but certainly not least, Lethe.
How many of them are left, and how damaged do they look?
There's still 2 left. Longsword is looking pretty fucked, while Mace is looking a little rough.
2 amongst all 4 of the groups?
So there are 4 groups, right?
Right.
The first group you encountered was only 1 person. The second is 2 of them.
Okay.
And then after
thought it
these
was
2,
3.
you'll move up. You'll move off after.
Oh, okay. All right.
But I'm not gonna have you fight all of the groups because that would take a little long, and we've got an hour. We'll run that by ear. But this is the second group of attackers, and it's 2 of them.
Okay.
So I should have probably been more clear.
That case, I'm
But bear in mind, you also have Bragg, Bruno, and Rune clustered in them, as well as the Vanaheim. Actually, hold on. No. Sorry, slight retcon. As the melee people went over to hit the cloaked figures, they finish off both of the Vanguard, so the Vanguard are dead on the floor.
Dead,
So
dead,
it's-
or unconscious
dead.
dead. Okay. All right then. I will. How far away is the third group?
The third group, talking about 50 feet away.
Wait, does that mean I killed the last one?
No,
No,
so,
there's still two more in this group.
Oh, okay.
so
I'm
there's,
just
there's
looking because the two guards are dead on this group. I'm gonna look to the third group and see how those guards are looking.
the guards on the third group are. It's between them and the attackers is looking pretty even.
Okay.
Let me roll for something here. One Vanguard fell dead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna see if there was one that was like, so I can like healing word them.
Yeah. I'm gonna get new d20s because these are actually.
Does the
slightly-
other one look like he could use a boost?
I would say so. Yeah. The other Vanguard in the third group. Yep.
All right, then I'll just come on. Don't fall asleep on the job and healing word that last guy. Only first level, so it's 1d4 plus 4.
Okay then. Yep. So, roll.
Oh, I rolled a 4, so it's 8.
He heals 8 hit points. He kind of looks over for a brief moment and he just takes that deep inhale of "Thank you, miss," and goes back to attack.
All right, and then I'm trying to think.
Healing word is a bonus action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
But I know spell casting gets weird. So I'm on just the one guy who looks pretty fucked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up to him so I'm within 5 feet of him
Mm-hmm.
and thunderclap.
Oh,
Oh,
That's a con save.
does Bragg, Bruno, and Runa to make a con save as well, or is it only hostiles?
I think it's anyone within 100 feet.
Anyone.
Ooh,
Each creature within range, other than me, is within. So he does. He is surrounded.
so the two that the three boys are fighting, one is pretty fucked, one is rough. So they'll have to make a con save. Okay.
I mean, if I can position myself so the others are not within 5 feet of me, then that's fine. If not, then I guess y'all.
Is it in a line or is it in a cone or is it?
That's within 5 feet of me, because it's a sound. It's
Okay,
like
then-
a loud clapping sound that makes your ears ring.
Okay then. I would say
I think it just says 5 feet.
so. You have the two guys here, and you have Rune. So you have Rune, Bruno on longsword, and Bragg on mace. You could kind of go around. Yeah, you can kind of like scoot diagonal so that thunderclap kind of goes to them and not to the boys.
I just kind of spin around them and clap and cast thunderclap, and it's a 14 con save.
Okay, dokie.
And it creates a loud sound that can be heard within 100 feet.
Okay. Mace is a no,
Okay.
and longsword is a definite. So,
Definite no or definite yes?
definite yes.
Okay.
So, mace fails, longsword succeeds.
So Mace takes 2 thunder damage.
2.
Yeah, it's only 1d6.
Okay.
It's a cantrip.
And longsword doesn't take any.
If it's a cantrip, so it's either you take it or you don't.
Okay. So, um, at that uh, at that moment, Lethy, you come around and you just go, "Hi guys," and everyone just hears this loud, as if Thor struck an anvil, and the one with the mace just kind of goes, "Ah!" While the one with the longsword just hears it and reacts, but it doesn't look in pain. Is that your turn, my dear?
That's all I can do. So she sees that it doesn't affect the other one. It goes, fuck.
All right, top of the round, Rin.
Yeah. So, how much damage did our big grey friend take?
How many? 13.
13?
Yeah,
13.
13.
Oh, God.
Oh, good. I hold on. I need to add 2 back to. I thought you said 15. Do I have to add back to health? No.
Okay. Right.
Too
Well,
many
in that
health.
case, I'm gonna use Healing Word on Bruno. So it's 2d4 plus 4. That's a bonus action. Okay. Hey, you get 10 health back.
Yay!
And then on Mace Guy, I'm gonna do hold person. And as I'm doing it, I'm gonna say brag heads up and just hold person on Mace Guy.
What's the save on that? Wisdom?
That is a 14 wisdom save.
Abe. No.
Um,
That's a
so-
no.
Damn,
Sorry.
it's Nacho Day.
Thanks for reminding me. So,
You're welcome.
It's always gonna be, you can tell, it's like, oh, that's a no.
So as you kind of heal Bruno a little bit, you, in one fluid motion, go over to the assailant with the mace and grip him in this stasis mode. And the one with the mace looks to you as you're about to do something and goes, "Yeah."
I had to say to brag, he's all yours, buddy. Okay, so I've got to test.
Same sound. It's just like we both sounded the same sound. Laughing
Sorry.
dwarf violence.
I encourage violence.
Also, at the end of each of its turns, that target can make a wisdom saving throw. On success, this balance.
I don't think they're gonna survive this next turn, buddy. I'm just saying.
I mean, you could fuck up and roll 2 and roll natural 1.
True.
That's true. That's true.
So, roll. So I assume you're just doing a bit of a whacking.
I'm doing a bit of a whacking. Oh, I almost dropped my d20. That's bad luck. No.
That doesn't hit, by the way.
I rolled a nat 20. Doesn't hit. What? Where did this defense come from?
The gods.
The gods. I am gonna roll to attack the frozen bastard. Do
for
I get an
it.
advantage since he's being held, or?
I would
No,
say
it's-
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
DM's discretion.
Technically, attacking a restrained target is advantage.
Oh,
Makes
okay.
sense.
As long as it's melee.
As long as
No,
it's melee.
prone is the one that's affected by. Never mind.
I thank
Yep.
you greatly.
Natural 20.
I wish. No, but it was
Ah.
close. First, I'm happy it was advantage because my first roll was a 5, and that would have been like,
Oh.
the guy standing there, Brad would have been like, hey, fuck.
Oh, that would have been so embarrassing.
Yeah. But no, that was an 18 with modifier plus 6. That is nice. Round 24. Pretty sure that hits.
Yeah, let fucking hit.
That hits. Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna roll the damage. That's
Yeah, please roll the damage.
It's max damage.
Oh no!
That's a D12.
Oof.
That's a D12 plus 4 with the plus 4 that I didn't use yet.
You can't use the D4 for damage.
Oh, I can't use it for D. Oh,
You can only use it to increase a saving throw or an attack roll.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind for later, for future purpose. So in that case, yeah, max damage. That is a 16 great axe slashing damage.
Okay.
Is he dead? Is he dead?
No, he's clinging
not-
on for dear fucking life. You left him
That's
with 1
fine because
HP.
this is a storm aura that I'm also gonna use.
I forgot about the stormer. So, like,
I need you
Yeah,
to roll
no-
that save, but even at that, there's nothing much you can
look.
do.
Okay, so wait, someone does he have to roll to save like as soon as I'm pretty sure one of the rules is like if someone who's been affected by hold person and gets hit, they can use their reaction to
They can re-roll to save.
Okay, so you hit him first
Mhm.
and he rolled a natural 20.
Okay, he's taking half damage off the storm aura then.
Well no. He rolls a natural 20 to get out of hold person.
Oh, okay.
So he's just like "Ugh!" and
Yeah,
he
fucker.
and he sees the lightning about to hit him. He has to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
I mean, if he saves and you roll a 1, that's the only way he's able to survive. So
I have a lot of faith in my D6. Thank you very much.
how do you want to kill him?
The toasty way, if I can. It's 3, but it's enough.
It's 2 extra to what he needs.
Yeah. So, I'd say Bravely just calls upon like this tiny storm and is just like, he just looks at the guy and is like, you know what happens when my axe swings and the storm calls? Your demise. And then the lightning just strikes him.
As it hits him, it kind of he convulses at the hit, but you can see the lightning actually pierce his shoulder here and travel through his body in that arc, and it exits. Let me put it that way: the lightning exits his body.
He poops thunder.
He poops on.
I hate thunder and shit lightning.
So that's Mace out for the count.
Yeah.
That is your turn, Bruno.
Yeah.
Mr. Longsword is up and about and he's looking a little on the left side. So what are you gonna do?
I'm going to start my turn with a unarmed strike. I'm not going to do the fire. As the fire is off, I'm going to punch the man.
Roll to hit.
As the 14, it's 21.
21 does hit.
Alrighty then, I'll do this here. That's a 2 plus a 5. That's a 7.
7 damage.
Yes.
He's still up,
I'm going to
but he's
burn.
looking a little. He's looking a little fucked.
Okay, I'm going to ask. You're not going to give me the answer either way, because I have to decide what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that or the other thing. You know what? We'll risk it for. I'm going to take that back. Actually, we'll risk it for a biscuit, and I'm going to just unarmed strike him again.
Roll to hit.
Bonus action unarmed strike. I was going to Fury of Blows, but if he's not looking too good, I don't want to waste a Fury of Blows.
Roll to hit.
I'm going to use that D4. Okay, that's marginally better. That's that. That's that. 19.
Meets it, beats it.
Yay! That's a decent AC
What's the
for this
minimum
level.
damage you can roll?
Minimum damage is 6.
You hit him the first time right in the abdomen, and he goes and he coughs up blood. And you reach back and to hit him a second time. You punch him in the sternum. You hit plate metal, then ribs, then organ.
And the first block kind of like disoriented, and then right
And
crunch.
you wrench your fist out. You take 1 point of slashing damage just from the fact that you have bent plate metal, and the plate metal shards are kind of scratch you on the way out.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Just ow. But this person has a gaping chest hole and falls limp onto the ground.
okay. Admit it. If I had rolled a nat 20, would you have let me Kali Ma him?
Oh no! Like I would allowed you like the whole like arm to go straight through.
Yeah, if I had nat 20, I would have like, okay, I nat 20, he's doubled. He's definitely dead.
I could fucking Kali Ma the bitch. Yeah. Okay.
No, but
So
he'll just like
as you guys are probably are aware, each encounter with the group gets progressively harder
mm-hmm.
because while I'm not trying to kill you, I'm trying to challenge you to see where my future encounters difficulty will be. So you are with the next group that you go. Well, I assume that you go straight to the next group, or what you're going to do.
Yeah, Bruno's kind of and are we?
Everyone
Yeah.
else, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're then met with another person with a mace. Someone and 2 people again, and one with a short sword and a shield.
Does the shield have any emblazonings on it?
It's a simple metal. It's a simple metal shield.
So no like markings or anything. It's just
No,
piece of metal.
just a piece of metal that's designed to block you like a motherfucker. But you can also see he is wearing plate as well.
Hmm. If only we had someone who knew heat metal.
We're not bringing Falkrilla in here.
Ryan immediately has flash.
Flashbacks like no.
No.
Good Night Saigon playing in the background
Ah.
to its favorite moment as a DM. Let's fuck the monster up the ass while on fire.
Thank you for the PTSD.
We're
I
hitting
mean,
the
Grant,
cult
you
stuff.
talk about PTSD. You threw a giant undead baby at us. You sent us the miscarriage of a god.
Yeah, I guess that's
So
Sounds horrifying.
It was horrifying. As
The
was
fuck?
its death. Its
So-
death was also horrifying.
yeah.
you lot see these 2 assailants. Sorry, just editing something here. Same initiative order. And that was Bruno's turn. It is now the assailant's turn. They're about 10 feet away from all of you as they begin to be more clustered together in this attack. the one with the mace is going to go for Leafy. The one with the mace sees you, charges for you,
No. Shit.
and swings his mace at you.
Cool.
Does a 10 hit you?
No.
Well, these guys get 2 attacks, so meh. That's an 18.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of feel a little bit emotional that Leafy's getting hit. Like, no, you can't hit Leafy.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
5 points.
Yep.
Basically, you got punched in the face. It's fine.
Face.
Like,
Like,
like he swings first, and you kind of just go, nope. But he uses that momentum and swings you down. Comes up and swings down at your arm right here. That's definitely gonna be bruising. Next up is the one with the short sword and shield, and he is gonna go for, oh boy, Bruno. I rolled it. Actually, no. 6
No,
is a
don't take it back. Come catch these hands.
No, I forgot my own rules. 6 is a reroll. Rune. The one with the shield and short sword is coming straight for you.
Wait, I wanted him to catch these hands.
He will eventually
And
catch
my
these
axe.
hands at another time, I'm sure.
Rune's AC is 14.
He rolled a 17 on the die, so I assume that hits.
I would assume that hits also.
And the second attack, he does 14 total exactly.
Okay. 14 hits, so
Okay, so
beats it, right?
From the 2 attacks, that's 16 points of slashing damage total.
All right.
So this one comes up to you with the shield and sword and just slashes across your thigh, and given a good gash, just swing up like that and comes down again and slashes across your lower abdomen right here. Again, leaving a pretty nasty gash. And that is their turn. So, after that, Rune, it is now your turn.
Oh, sweetheart.
So, you,
I'm going.
Lethe.
Oh wait, sorry. Go ahead.
Lethe.
I'm here. I dropped a mirror from my fish.
Question: how far away from Rune would you say you are?
I don't know. I just got my ass kicked.
Say about. You kind of tend to stay at the back.
I'm trying. I will be going like around to be between the 2 groups eventually, if that helps.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say 10 feet away sounds reasonable.
Sure.
For what you have in mind. I'm asking you, does that sound reasonable for what you have in mind?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, for me.
So, Rune, you have shield and short sword with you. Like right up all in your grill. But you also have the guy with the mace who schwacked Leafy. Who are you gonna go for?
Oh, he's still up?
Yeah, they're all still up. Like this is a fresh encounter.
Oh, okay. Not old mace guy, new mace guy.
New mace guy, yeah.
Okay, so there's mace and then there's short sword and shield.
Yes.
Okay, so it's Pokemon or Warhammer. Gotcha.
Pokemon or Warhammer. I'll take that.
Well, no one gets away with attacking Leafy on my watch.
Okay. So about
So-
10 feet away with you. So you're going to move over or you're going to throw something?
Can I do a 5-foot step so I'm still within range of the sword and shield dude? Or
So
are
you
they?
kind of want to pivot where you can see Mace.
I don't want to leave their attack of opportunity area.
If you want to make a melee strike, you'll have to leave the his melee range.
Okay,
So it's up to you.
I'll be right back for you. I'm gonna cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
I move like the wind. I'm imagining like spectral blue, like drake wings pop up, and I'm going to. So it doesn't. My movement no longer provokes opportunity attacks.
Okay. Okay.
And once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack on my turn, and deal an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit.
Nice.
Um,
So-
and-
As these wings just from you, you swoosh towards Warhammer, and you are up to him, and so you have a advantage on your first shot. Are you doing 2-weapon fighting again?
no, because 2-weapon fighting would be a bonus action, and it's a bonus action to cast the spell.
Okay, so swipe away, my dude. Swipe away.
Okay. Okay, with advantage. Oh no, I don't want that one. Does a 22 hit?
The guy with the mace. Yeah, definitely does.
Nobody hits my lady friend and gets away with it. Splash, and there's this blue energy that courses through the scimitar. That sort of like also adds the force damage.
Mm-hmm. What's the total damage, including the force damage?
I rolled a 1 on the force damage. Yeah, but that's okay because I still have the weapon one. Shouldn't have fucked with Leafy. That is 11 slashing damage plus 1 force damage for a total of 12.
12. Ooh. Yikes. Nice. I love
And
it.
I'm going to loop back around so that I'm between the sword and shield and Leafy. So that at least they can't come after her directly, if that makes sense.
Okay, so you go back into melee range.
Yeah, because my movement speed for this round, because I did the Zephyr Strike, that lasts a minute, but like I get an extra 30 feet of movement speed for the turn that I use the force damage. So
Then yep, that's absolutely fair. There's only 10 feet in between them, so like you wouldn't even take your regular 30. So yeah, okay, so you're back up to sword and
I
shield
would-
between.
if it's all right, I would like to run in circles.
You want to literally run in circles around this fucker to actually confuse him.
To taunt him, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna roll for this.
Okay.
He seems a little annoyed, but for the most part, he's just with a sword and shield, waiting.
Okay. And then I'll sort of like stop my rotating and turn to face him with both scimitars out and ready.
Okay. Leafy,
My turn.
it is indeed.
So the guy in front of me looks damaged. How hurt is he?
A little rough. In terms of HP, 18 HP left.
Does the other guy look untouched?
He is definitely untouched. No one's taken a swipe at sword and shield yet.
You know? Yeah. Why not? I'm gonna try Crown of Madness on Sword and Shield.
Okay. What does he have to roll?
14 Wisdom.
Nope. Yeah. So
Is he my bitch?
For the most part, yeah.
He's my bitch. Okay, so while the target is charmed in this way, he has a twisted crown of jagged iron that appears on his head and a madness glow in his eyes. The charmed target must use his action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that I choose. And then it acts normally on its turn if no creature is within reach, and it will move towards the creature, I think. On subsequent turns, you can use your action to maintain control over the target or the spell ends, and the target makes a wisdom saving throw at the end of its turn.
Okay, so at the end of its next turn, so on its turn, it has to make a melee attack before moving. If I'm, hold on,
If I'm reading this correctly, yes.
Okay. Is it your action to cast the spell?
It is my action to cast the spell.
Okay then. So for the most part, he has that crown of jagged iron and that crazed glowing look in his eyes for now. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm going to look at the guy in front of me and goes, "You seem busy," and then start to try. And I know I'm probably going to take opportunity attack, but I'm going to try and move so I'm in between the two groups that are remained right now.
Okay. So alrighty then. He does get an attack of opportunity on you.
Yep.
18.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 8 bludgeoning.
I'm still up.
As you move, he kind of realize swipes at you, goes right in the center of your back, and the jagged mace head really gets in. It's like, oh, that's gonna bruise worse than the arm.
All right, I'm going to try and move so I'm in between the two groups. I would like both groups to be within 90 feet of me. If that's
they're about that.
Okay, and as I'm walking away going, "Rune, darling, could use your help with this one," and give inspiration.
You have an inspiration.
Bardic inspiration?
Bardic inspiration, 1d6.
D6? Okay, cool. Excellent.
Also, Rin, how long does Bless last?
I mean, it was 1 minute, but they've all used it, so.
Okay.
No, Bless isn't like Bardic Inspiration where you use it once. It stays up for that full minute as long as you I think that's a concentration.
Concentration, yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're concentrating, they can continue to use Bless.
Within the minute.
Yeah.
As long as you're within that, and that's just 10 rounds.
You've had about what? Yeah, no, you've still got plenty of time.
Okay. Yeah.
You've got about 15 more seconds.
Is there another? How many rounds is that? 5?
Every round is 6 seconds.
No, it's you've got about. Hold on. Sorry, math guys. I'm sorry.
You're good. I'll stop.
That was my bad because I forgot to add Bless to.
3 rounds left for the Bless.
So that's 3 to me
18.
each time, yeah.
That's
Sweet.
Yep.
Right.
Right, that's Lethe's turn. Rin, you are up. And
Right.
Bragg, you're on deck, so be ready.
Come on, Dick. What?
You're on deck.
I'm a little bit worried about everyone's health.
Bragg has taken no damage.
No, I haven't either. Rune, what are you on?
I'm bleeding a little bit.
Lethe? You are hurt, aren't you?
I'm rough.
And Bruno?
I'm good now. I'm all,
Right.
It's all good in the hood over here. Go heal the bar.
It's all good
Right.
in the hood.
Okay, so how Because this spell I want to use is 30 feet. I think Leafy's out of the range, isn't she?
I took
I'd
off.
say, I would say she's 35 feet, so she's just out.
Can I
Leafy, don't
move?
die.
Can I
Please
move?
don't die.
Shut up. Can I move 5 feet and cast Prayer of Healing? It is 10 minutes.
I mean, you can.
Oh, wait there. Oh, wait. No. Wait. Hold up. Shush. Hold up.
I didn't say anything.
Right. Tell you what I'll do. Okay. What I'll do.
Please do.
Where are you? No, you're not what I want.
Don't do the trap.
Being a healer is stressful. Um, can I do it? Is this that's an action? Is it an action? I don't know. Channel Divinity, preserve life.
Sure.
I can restore 20 HP up to any creatures anybody within 30 feet of me, but I can't exceed the half of their maximum. Who's below max? Who's below half?
No.
I think I'm just over, but I'm not sure.
Just over?
Hold on. Let me double check. Because my math is horrible too.
That's fine. I'm gay, I can't math.
Are they among people, or is it just one person?
I am like what? So if metagaming is fine, I'm at 14 of 27. So half is 14 and 13.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Okay. All right, what I'll do, first of all, what I'll do is the guy who's already been hit and is looking rough,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna point to him and say, hey, big guy over here. And I'm gonna lock eyes with him. I'm gonna toll the dead, but I'm just gonna stare at him while it's happening.
Oh.
And because
I
he's
love
already been damaged, I do a D12. I didn't get one out.
it. Does he have to make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom saving for 14.
Oh, he just makes it.
Yeah. The same as the target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Target. So okay, that doesn't happen. That was an action. Okay, shit. Oh, I'm worried about everyone's health. I'm gonna have to concentrate on one here, right? Letha, you said you're on 14 out of 27. Rune, what are you on?
Rune is a little bit over half health. I also have cure wounds, which I would have mentioned to you of
Okay.
combat way
Well,
before this.
I'm more concerned about the ever flirtatious Leafy because she is being whacked, and I'm gonna heal her. So
Okay.
it's within as a bonus action within 60 feet, 2d4 plus 4.
Go for it.
Oh, I am so sorry. That's only 7.
Hey, I'll take it. That's still really
So-
good.
So-
Rin will shout to the party and be like, guys, calm the fuck down. Right. Okay. Sorry that took so long.
No, you're good, dude. You're good. Don't worry about it. Right. So up next is Bragg.
Oh god, that's my second level slot.
Also, I just want to say thank you to whoever is watching currently and still sticking with us. We appreciate you, we stand you, and we love you.
I'm about to get real close again. My phone's dying. Ugh.
No, you're good.
God, being a healer is stressful, man.
So, Bragg, it's your turn. Bragg,
Nate.
your turn.
I thought it was Bragg's turn.
Huh?
Yes, yeah, Bragg. Like, remember, we have two
Oh,
nations
that Nate.
here.
Hey.
That-
Don't confuse me more than I'm already more confused as is.
Um,
God damn it.
if I want to NPC you, I will call you Bard.
That's fine.
Fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
We're not humans anymore. We're NPCs. Okay. How are we looking enemy wise? What's we looking like?
The one with the mace is looking pretty rough, while the one with the sword and the shield has not been touched. This guy's pretty beefy because he is wearing. You can see under the cloak hood, shield, short sword, and he's wearing plate.
I don't mean dick to a barbarian. I'm gonna attack him.
You're gonna go to the sword and shield.
Yes, I will go to the sword and shield.
Don't forget, you still have the default.
Ah, yes, thank you.
Yeah, 2 more rounds for that bless,
Mhm.
by the way, guys.
Yeah.
So, roll to attack, my dude.
All right, I am rolling. Ah, that fell off the table. That don't count. Ooh. Does a natural 20 hit? Okay, in this case, with that
Say
I'm
with
gonna use my
one more time, I swear. Okay, you take.
All right. Do I double the damage on this, or do I keep damage regular? What do I do?
I believe I said when the last time you critted that it's because it is a crit. Double the roll the damage die, then double the total,
All right, gotcha.
and then that's
Yee.
including the modifier. So what would be and double that final number.
Gotcha. So that would be plus that. It's 24 great axe damage.
Is that's the total including the crit?
That's the total. Yeah, that's
20
it. Yeah, that's it doubled already. Yeah, because I got an 8 with my +4 modifier, so that's 12. So if I were to double that, it's 24.
Don't forget you get +2 to rage as well because you're raging.
All right, I forgot about that. So that's 20.
6.
So
That's 28.
it's 28 because even the
That's
rage
28, yes.
because even
Yeah.
the range is doubled.
Yeah.
So 28.
Yes, 28. 28 doubloons. Doubloons. Also, with a nice little storm aura as well. Because Juan, actually, wait, no, correction. I'm gonna use the Great Weapon Master feat again when I score a critical.
You've already made your attack. You can't.
Oh, it says on my turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce creature to 0 hit points with 1, you can make 1 melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
You can. I forgot about that. Go for it.
All right. Fuck. Do I have to roll the penalty again? I think I do. Yeah.
That's only if you are making a Great Weapon Master attack on a normal.
Before we make a melee attack with a heavy weapon, that's your
So
proficient with.
so
Yeah.
your extra hit is just a regular hit.
Oh,
If you
okay.
want to make that regular hit a Great Weapon Master hit, you can't because that's already a bonus action. So it's just a straight hit.
All right, that's fair. Going for it.
So roll to hit.
Nice. So that is an extra 11 for 2. That is an extra 17 damage on top of the 28 for a whopping, let's do some maths, 45. 45.
Hold on.
Holding on.
Could you read that Great Weapon Master feat again, please?
Yes, I can. On your turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 HP with 1, you can make 1 melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Yeah, so you need to roll to hit them first.
Oh,
before
so I
you
do.
do
Okay,
damage.
that's what I was asking before. You
No, sorry. No, there. So yeah, roll the d20 to see if you hit. Sorry,
Okay.
like my bad. That's my bad. It's getting late.
Late. We're all getting tired.
does a 20 hit, and it's not a natural 20. It's just 20.
Dirty 20
A dirty
does
20.
not,
Yes.
does not hit.
It doesn't hit on a dirty 20.
Plate and shield, dude. Plate and shield.
His fucking AC is like what, 21? I'm guessing.
22.
It's a 22. Damn.
Like I said,
Damn.
to anyone who thinks this is unfair, I don't find it unfair to challenge my players to see what they're capable of.
Oh no, I think this is amazing.
Actually, technically, wouldn't I still get?
No, you
I don't know if I had to re-roll that. I think I only had to re-roll if I was doing the secondary version of the Great Weapon Mastery. If I was
No,
just
so-
doing the bonus action of getting an extra attack, then yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's just a bonus attack if you scored a critical.
Yeah, I
with
did.
the-
I did score a critical though.
Yeah, no, you did score a critical, and then you got this extra attack as a bonus feature. But you're already using it as a bonus attack, so that's your action, your bonus action. After that, because you're using Great Weapon Master
Mhm.
to do the -5 + 10 is a bonus action.
Oh, I wasn't doing the
Yeah,
extra
no.
plus 10 damage to that.
No, so
I'm so confused.
so basically,
Math is hard.
you scored a crit, you get an extra attack
Yeah.
as a bonus action. After
Okay.
that, that's it. But you only get that after when you've done a critical. So you've done your
Okay.
critical, you get
Okay.
the extra attack, and that's it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
because you didn't hit
I
him,
believe that makes sense.
so
I think that makes sense. Because like what I'm reading here is there's two versions of it. There's the one where I get the critical hit, and that allows me the bonus action where just a normal hit. But then there's the other one where it says before you make a melee attack with a heavy weapon, I have to -5 so I can add plus 10 damage. I don't know if that's two different or two that
so
work together.
so the whole getting a bonus action when you crit, that's the passive of the
Okay.
Great Weapon Master feat.
Okay.
The choosing the negative for attack, but the positive for damage, that's an active part of the feat.
Okay.
And before you make a melee attack, you have to say that you are making this a Great Weapon Master hit.
Okay.
So yeah, so you hit him, you hurt him pretty damn bad, and he kind of looks at you like, and you feel this because of your rage, and the fact that you really got into him. You cut open this plate, and you swing again, but this time he's ready for you, and he literally puts a shield in the way, straight into it. It reverberates, but he's holding his ground.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Up next, Bruno. Would you like to throw some hands?
I would like to throw hands. These hands are rated E for everyone. But in particular. Okay, so
Bad fuckers.
Where the accent came from, but I love it.
how are the enemies looking?
The one with the mace is looking rough, and so is the sword and shield. They're about the same level, like hit, but determined.
Is there a way I can position myself between them and still hit them both? So I can like do one hit here and then the other hit here.
As in,
Sort of
like,
Jackie Chan style.
Kind of.
no, because they're about 10 feet. They're 10 feet away. They're out of reach, so you would have to choose one. I'm afraid.
Okay, I will choose the sword and shield man.
Roll to hit.
Rolling to hit.
Is this just a regular unarmed strike?
Yes.
Roll to hit then.
Don't forget about bless.
No, I don't need it for this one. That's an 18 on the die plus 7. That's 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
I have a plus 7 to hit, man. Whooping his ass. That is 8 damage. 8 bludgeoning. Ooh, wait, that's right. That's 8 bludgeoning damage. Let me look at this real quick. Okay. Ooh. Thanks to a fancy ability that I have called Crusher, I can take this man who I have just punched in the face, and I can push him closer to his friend by 5 feet.
Okay.
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals bludgeoning damage, which my fists do that, you can move it 5 feet to an unoccupied space, provided the target is no more than one size larger than you. I don't think he's bigger than me. It's gonna be kind of hard to be bigger than me.
Okay, so your first attack, you sort of you bring your knee up and you go straight for the stomach. You're still hitting plate, and the vibrations like go through your leg. It doesn't hurt, it just feels weird. But you send him about 5 feet closer to his other friend. And Rune gets an attack of opportunity.
this is why I took this particular feat. I can push people at attack of opportunity. So
Who was just hit?
You get a push. You push.
Did you
the
get
sword
that 20,
shield guy.
Dave?
Wouldn't that also give me an opportunity attack?
If you were hitting him with, you were hit. You also get an attack of opportunity.
Nice.
But bear in mind, guys, he's still got a pretty high AC.
Yeah.
That's fine. I've
That
got
doesn't
pretty
mean
high
anything
HP.
with bless.
That's okay. I have pretty high DC.
I got a 28.
Did you get that 20?
No, I got an 18 plus 3 plus 7.
Because he rolled the
Okay, so yeah, Rune, you hit. Right.
I just met his DC of 22. Just barely fucking met it.
Okay,
7 slap.
Rune, what's the minimal in damage you can do? And Bragg, what's the minimal damage you can do?
It's a D12 plus 4, so the minimum amount. Actually, wait, no, plus 4 plus 2 because of my rage. So the minimum that I can do is
7.
7.
7. Yeah.
6, but I rolled 7 on my dice. Total. If that matters.
But both of your minimums together,
Finish him.
Always come
like
back.
Oh, this is so cool.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, this is actually so cool.
Wait, I'm curious. What would Rune do right now? What would your attack be right now, Rune?
Well,
Rune's slid into position, so it would just be like one of these.
so you two, you see Bruno fucking knee him and send him flying 5 feet, and he got jolted towards you guys, away from you guys. How do you two want to do this?
Well, if you'd like the dice.
Sorry?
Rune is basically just gonna sort of like see this coming, and he was already prepared like this with his 2 swords, so he's just gonna be like slice, like around the neck area, so he's basically just gonna get pushed into the attack.
And
So
Bragg?
if he does that, I'd say, using I guess the fluidity of his movement of the swords, Bragg would kind of hop onto the blade, on both blades, and just kind of come down with his axe onto his shoulder, just kind of slicing through.
Okay, so the way I see it,
he's so dead.
oh man,
Mitch.
He's
Mitch.
so dead.
Nate essentially Torbjorn, where Torbjorn jumps over his turret.
so first of all, Rune, you see this collector saying come towards you. You swipe and you cleave his head clean off. Bragg, as you do, you add the cherry on top by coming down and slicing that beheaded corpse straight down the middle. But it's but it happened all so fast, no one can actually tell
Who got the killing blow?
who got the killing blow. It was just so quick and so fuck me, guys. Nice.
That was some good teamwork.
And don't forget, I also have my bonus action.
You do, and you used 10 feet of your movement, and the other guy's another 10 feet away, so you still have plenty of movement speed to get up in his grill.
I do, and he also has been beating on our bard. Bruno is
Yep.
displeased. So I'm going to bonus action. I'm bonus actioning full fury of blows.
Oof.
Oh,
So I'm giving him 2.
roll to hit.
Okay, wait. First, I am going to take the key point.
With the flurry of blows, is it one attack
It
roll
is,
and all 4 hit? Or
After
all...
you take an attack action on your turn, spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So if I can just make 1, this gives me 2 unarmed strikes, so I have to roll 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay, roll 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Ah,
It's another 18 on the die, so it's another 25.
You hit, yeah.
And the
Second
other
one.
one is that isn't as good, so I'm going to use my D4. Cause
The bless is now gone.
is it? I thought I had like 3 turns left.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought it was
it-
coming around to me, or was it each person?
So 1 round is 1 person.
Okay.
Because
that's
one
fair enough.
So
Ah.
so after you
Okay.
yeah, no, the bless just ran out as it came to you, Bruno.
Okay, so this might be just barely. That's 19 total.
Yeah, you hit him. Bear in mind, this mace guy is not wearing any plate armor. His AC is only 12.
Oh well, I didn't even need it. Well, good. So, so that's gonna be. Where's my dice bag?
So yeah, roll damage. Just give me the roll both attacks and give me total.
Okay.
I'm sorry if my combat situations are really confusing. I wish I had maps,
Okay.
but if my computer is fucking up over OBS, I'd hate to think what else is fucking up on.
That's fair. Okay, that's
That's
a
fine.
3.
I'm
That's a 3 on both of them, and a +5 to each. So that is a total of 16 damage.
Mitch, if you ever want to sit down and talk astral or something, let me know.
I may do. I may
I
do.
mean, some generic maps that I can share just like images of.
I'm envisioning this all in my head anyway, so I'm okay.
Yeah, I mean, 5th edition was designed to be all mental anyway.
So this mace guy is looking pretty fucked. He's up, but he's fucked.
Oh. After 16, damn.
Wait, is there another group after this, or is he the last one standing?
He's the last one standing of this group,
Okay.
but we'll get to that. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
Bruno, Bruno. Wait, that was Bruno's turn. It is
Yeah.
now the guy. It is now the guy with the mace's turn. Okay.
He's got 2 punches in the back of the fucking head.
The guy with the mace is going to look at the current situation, and he's about ready to swing for someone, and he drops his mace, and puts his hand up behind his head, and shouts to the other group, "Fulgrim is dead. There's no point. Lay down your arms." And in the other group, the other 2 people, they look around at the current situation and see that the guy with the sword and shield, that he's fucked.
He's in pieces. He's literally in pieces. There's
In
bits of
pieces.
Fulgrim over
That man
there.
is dead.
That man, there's something. Hey, where's Pilgrim? He over there, over there,
Right, some of it's over there. But
chunk of his skull over there.
and the other two look at their current situation, finally notice you guys and be like, oh. They drop their weapons up with their hands behind their heads.
Can Rin walk up to that the first guy that put his hands up, walk up to him. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. With my other hand, I'm gonna point to Rune and Lethe, and I say, if I ever see you hurt another person like you've hurt my friends again, I will personally come for you. And just drop my hand off his shoulder and I turn around and walk away.
Yes.
Bruno, since he's right behind him, he'll take some cord out and bind his hands, and then he'll motion for the guards that are remaining to take them. They can answer. They have some questions to answer.
As it is late, we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. Well done, guys.
I also that combo attack was fucking beautiful. I just set him up, and you're just like
that was.
I got distracted for a moment, but then when I heard that he was moving, I was like, wait, who just moved? And the moment you told me shield and sword, and I was like, the opportunity is within me.
But yeah, I was honestly nervous about this combat because I was really worried about this guy with the 22 AC, but you guys handled it beautifully.
Bragg didn't take a lick of damage, by the way.
Neither did Rune. I want someone to hit me so I can use Hellish Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke is fantastic.
Yeah.
Though I will say, I got worried that Lethe was gonna fucking, die.
I know. I was like, legit. She took the first
so
hit. And I was like,
I went on to
can't
I went on to
hit Lethe,
D&D
no.
Beyond, and I was like, all right, let me just check over health and sees Lethe.
Okay, Lethe, Sarah, what college are you?
Secrets. I'm not
Yeah,
telling.
college. So either college secrets or college. You're keeping it a secret because I don't know if it's just based on colleges or if it's all of it. But bards can have medium armor. We might need to get you some medium armor.
Oh.
Or if you ask Bragg politely, he might make you some.
I think that might be swords. I can as a college of swords bard have medium armor. I don't know if that's for all of them.
I have +1 armor.
What kind?
Okay.
Leather?
Also, Mitch,
Okay.
do we level up from this fight, or do we not level up from this fight?
It was quite a battle. One of us got
was.
very injured.
Rick killed a guy.
I stabbed a man in the heart. I saw that.
We got a guy into pieces.
I'm gonna do what I did to Sarah.
Okay.
High or low?
Hi.
You guys level up. I rolled a 16.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Someone's gonna have to talk me through the leveling up process because I have no idea.
Tell you what, dude. I'll go with you through that tomorrow. But on that note, guys.
Do more damage.
On that note, guys. You guys level up to level 5 on session 5.
And this is considered a long rest, yeah?
Right now, no, because we're gonna
not immediately after. Yeah, we gotta do
after this session. We're gonna go from exactly this point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well done, guys.
So we roll our HP, yeah? Or
no, D&D Beyond will do that for you.
oh, okay.
Yeah, just the average.
It
automatically calculates if you don't deselect it.
Yep.
And you
So,
can
guys, thank you so much for joining. This was Tales of Yggdrasil session 5. Lots of things happened today, and oh boy,
A lot of things happened last night too.
Mm-hmm.
An eventful session. Lazy should have leveled up just from that.
Good stuff. Thank you, Mitch. It's super fun.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
Yeah,
I get to be a whore.
Get to be the whore.
I get to be the whore.
The way you said that was just like, well, sorry.
God, what the fuck?
The accent you put on it was just like, that's just fucking funny.
I get to be the whore.
I don't know whether it's my sleep deprivation or what, but that just caught me so off guard.
That was just funny. That was good.
Oh,
I got to fuck princess like whore.
oh, fuck me! What is this group?
You
Yep.
picked it.
And selected for our chaos.
Oh no! You
Also,
know what?
Mitch,
Honestly, I couldn't have picked for a better group. Honestly,
Mitch, you may now despair. I am level 5. I have extra attack and stunning strike. I have more punches.
Bragg, you should also be getting an extra attack when you can reach level 5.
Oh, okay. Right, so I've just put my character level up, and now my Firebolt, Sacred Flame, and
Guys.
Toll the Dead are 2d8 and 2d10.
Yay!
Yeah.
So you guys think that Bragg does damage now? You ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh my god. Wait.
Ooh, and next
Hold
level
up.
I get another monastic tradition. I can get another ability
So,
from monk.
right, before we derail any further, thank you all so much for watching. This was fun. This was
This
a
was
really good
really
session.
fun.
This
We can
was a
follow.
really good session. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with my scatterbrain combat, and thank you for putting up with my player's chaos. On that note, guys, my name is MN Chief. I've been the DM. With me was Archie Obsession as Lethe, That Hufflepuff Games as Rin, Barsosceles as Rune, Demise TR as Bragg, and Barley Midwest as Bruno. Stay safe, wear your fucking masks, and by all the gods above, don't pull a finning. Also, is it Thursday yet? Bye, guys. Where are you?
So.